Signs back already.
Listen, I have one notebook and it sits right next to here, and this is the only time I touch it.
It's
By the
just
way,
to
keep
show
it now,
union.
so-
All right, let me go
Yeah,
to
and like
Stream
so
Manager.
now I have all my.
Oh.
Ash and I were talking about how we need a song.
Yep.
You're not making a union
Bach now
song.
has a song.
We need to make
Listen.
a song. Marshmallow.
I'm so jealous of all of your candy. Okay, I'm just gonna say that with my whole chest. I want
I love candy.
candy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Diners and Deathclaws, Congress of the Commonwealth, episode 5. What's up, everybody? Say hi, players.
Hi, players.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Living the dream.
So, a little housekeeping.
Bonnie's ready to do this party.
We have currently lost I Refused. She won't be able to play for the foreseeable time. So Tootie will be taken over by me for tonight's episode, and then Tootie will become a settler going forward. And also Dr. Kovu / Rick cannot make it tonight, so I will be playing as Big Bertha, only because this is a pretty big episode and we have a lot of stuff going on. And we were planning that he was here. So we'll move on from that. To sum it up from last episode, our wonderful group was in Skinny Atlas and just saved a bunch of settlers and was confronted by the Pinky Gang, to which they were invited over to the mayoral mansion, where they were greeted by some elegantly dressed dandies, if you will, a couple very worse for wear raiders, and they made a proposal to either wipe out the settlers that lived to take their place and die, or to pay reparations for messing up the entire program. The players made a counter offer to supply moonshine to Sebastian, the leader of the Pinky Raiders, to which he made a counter proposal in which supervisors would come over and supervise. As the group was walking back, the players befriended these 4 raiders, formerly Marmalade, Oat Milk, Dynamite, and Molotov, finding out their real names and making new friends. As they got back, the group settled in and did a little housekeeping, helping Lawrence grieve the passing of his parents and learning more about their new settler friends. They made the realization that Marmalade, now Dan, was going to have to go back to Skinny Atlas to report, with hopes that he would return, and they loaded him up with some chems. And as the players went to sleep for the night, the camp...
Ralph, there's no sound on TikTok.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, voice, 1 second.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, we have a little technical difficulty, folks.
I want that.
Give it. I want it.
Okay.
Give it. Where do I access my microphone?
We are not a chair.
We're not a chair. Is it working over on the other site, by the way, Twitch?
Let me see.
I don't have my. Yeah, I don't have my.
I have
volume
both my
up.
devices set up to watch both streams.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Choose the speaker
Sound is
to
good
play.
on Twitch.
Choose the speaker to play the sounds of other. No, sorry, live quality. Can't have a stream without technical difficulties, y'all. There we go. Audio mixer. Microphone. It's reading my old microphone. That's why. Add. Listen, we upgraded the microphone. There we go. Testing, it's working. All right, thank you for that, Dr. Voice. You get 7 baddie bucks, which can be redeemed at the baddie store. Anyways, Dan had to go out. The party went to sleep. And in the morning, before anyone else awoke, 4 mysterious figures sat down by the campfire, to which Sly looked at them and said, "Oh shit, you guys are here already?" And that brings us to a new day. Players, what do you do?
Ash is gonna get up slowly and just stretch because she slept in the stables and she smells like a horse now.
Ash just gonna slowly stretch and rustle Lawrence awake. As they get out of bed, she asks Lawrence how he's feeling and what he'd like to do with the start of his day. And they slowly make their way to the front of the cabin together.
Lawrence reaches his hand out and is like, maybe you can we can play some like tag or something later.
Astro looks down and says, "Absolutely," and rustles his hair.
Thank you. You guys exit. Donnie, what are you doing?
I wake up. I feel very rested. I went to bed early. I find myself out. I find my way out to, in the middle of the camp, wherever we have our, meeting area, our fire. And I notice Sly and these gentlemen. And I'm kind of curious. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm nervous. I just wrote a lot of checks. And I'm not sure that I can cash any of them. And I don't know who these guys are. So I want to, kind of see who they are. Can I do any kind of, perceiving about these guys?
Yeah. Why don't you just give me a straight up perception check?
All right. Okay, let me see what I got here. All right.
Okay. So you don't know these people by face or necessarily by garb. In the sense that you haven't personally met these people, but looking, it reminds you of the people that Tootie had talked about when she was doing surveillance. It's not to a T. It doesn't sound exactly or look exactly like you remember Tootie saying, but they are similarly dressed.
So the weird strangers that she talked about, being on the edge of the camp.
Yes.
Okay. And I've never seen them before, so I'm kind of scared. But Sly seems to like them, so I walk over and I'm like, Sly, do you want to introduce us to your new friends?
Yeah. I mean, we'll get introductions out of the way in just a moment. I'm just waiting for everyone else to come out, stand around. Hey guys, come on out here. We got a couple visitors.
Son of a bitch. Sly heads out stretching. She grabs her weapon and she has it ready. And she's just like, it's too damn early to fight.
Bertha.
She turns to Lawrence and says, "Hey buddy, why don't you go off and see how Black Magic is doing?" And pushes him off towards the stables and starts to slowly walk towards the group, but cautiously, making sure she has eyes on all of the space around her, as if to seem anxious about the situation.
Okay. Bertha and Fierce exit their cabin. What's going on here? It's Oh, okay. And Bertha slowly trudges over, looking a little tentative, but Fierce is walking beside her. And Tootie, wheels on the bus, just floats on over. So the party's all around the campfire, looking at Sly, looking at the visitors. And Sly speaks up and he goes, this is quite an unexpected surprise. Honestly, an honor for you. You know what? I'm gonna let them speak and introduce themselves. And as you look, there's 3 gentlemen and a woman, and the one gentleman that's adorned in very nice looking military outfit of a cream variety stares at you and goes, "Hello, everyone. My name's Preston Garvey III. I'm the leader of the Minutemen and a Congress of the Commonwealth representative. I've come to let you know that we will be monitoring and offering an invitation to the Congress for this fine, blooming settlement. As soon as some criteria is hit, I wanted to let you know that we received word of your bravery just recently. Honestly, it's been a day. We had received word that the Pinky Raiders were getting more aggressive in Skinny Atlas and causing trouble in the settlement, and we were dispatching a response to help the settlers, only to find out that they have already been helped and the problem taken care of as best as it can be. Incredible work, incredible bravery. We would love to have you join the Congress when you're ready."
Mr. Garvey, what, pray tell, are the requirements that we need to meet
Well,
to join your Congress?
it's nothing too difficult or outlandish. In fact, I believe that you all would have accomplished these in due time anyways. It seems you are very interested in building a settlement for the future. We just ask that you provide sufficient food for future settlers, sufficient housing for future settlers, a way to defend yourself, medical supplies, a clinic of sorts to make sure that everyone who's injured is helped, and a way to partake in commerce with the local settlements.
General goods.
General goods.
General goods store?
General goods for the general. That's a little joke I like to make every once in a while.
Well, what's good for the general is good for the Donnie.
Generally speaking. So,
Astra catches eyes with Ash and says, "Well, I think we got the defense handled."
okay. It's a tall order. We have requirements. It can't just be a willy-nilly thing. We've seen what willy-nilly gets you when you have raiders coming after you. And we want to ensure that there's a safe place for cast-outs and wastelanders looking for a special place, and perhaps vault dwellers that make their way out of the vault unexpectedly. I would like
Donnie
to introduce
gets his.
Ash
He
laughs
pulls
slightly.
this out of his shirt, and he's like, "Are there any qualifications that we need to hit for each of these?" He wants to make sure that he has enough for everything.
Yes. But first, I just want to, just so everyone's familiar with each other, I would like to introduce you to my valet, Bimothy. He's
Timothy.
kind, gentle soul, has been my valet for quite some time, very trusted and a wonderful person. Bimothy gives a very bashful nod, but doesn't say anything. Over here, we have an emissary of the railroad. Have you ever heard of the railroad?
Ash perks up. She doesn't say anything, but she perks up.
Okay.
Yeah, Donnie nods. Donnie nods. Yeah,
So
join the railroad.
so for those that aren't familiar, the railroad,
Follow Freedom Trail.
yes, yes. My grandfather actually worked pretty closely with the railroad. Basically, they're an outfit that helps displace synths and other downtrodden wastelanders find a safe shelter away from uh, typically. And I'm not trying to cause any problems, Sergeant Samwell. He goes, whatever. Not. We've gone over this. It's not big problems. But basically, they've helped some of the outcasts find a safe place, much like you are hopefully looking to do with this settlement. And to my right,
Helped me.
hmm?
Sorry, but they helped me. I'd be happy to help them.
Yeah, I kind of pat Ash on the back there.
It's not every day that you get to meet someone that's walked the railroad before. It's I'm glad that you found safer tidings, if you will. And over to my right is Sergeant Samwell. He is the emissary for the Brotherhood of Steel.
Who's the railroad emissary? I missed his name.
Her name is Penelope.
All right, Petty.
And then Sergeant Samwell looks and he goes, Sergeant Samwell, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm part of the Brotherhood of Steel. Anyone encounter Brotherhood of Steel? Because you all have heard of us, I'm sure.
Yeah, I heard of
Ash
you.
just stiffens up
Enough.
and just kind of looks away and scratches her head and tries not to make eye contact.
There. From our experience, they don't quite like ghouls.
It's unfortunate that some of the regional branches of the Brotherhood of Steel have strayed from the edicts that we've laid out in future times. We are working to mend our image, if you will. Unfortunately, there has been some past discretions, but I can assure you that we're working for a better Commonwealth and a stronger Commonwealth. And honestly, looking to rebuild ranks because we had quite a falling out up in the Massachusetts area, actually. I am one of 3 that have survived. So it's tough goings, but it's good to have a place at the Congress.
Listen, Sarge, I just want you to know, I find steel, I keep it. Alright? That's all I gotta say to you.
We are trying to move past the whole hoarding of pre-war technology, if you will. It is my request as the emissary of the Brotherhood of Steel to be permitted to work hand in hand in documenting, logging, and studying these pre-war technologies in hopes to bring them back to this timeline, if you will.
Is he in power armor?
No, unfortunately, he had to escape because, like he said, the Massachusetts branch that he's part of has received severe damage, and lots of very important things are gone.
Cool.
I was just, if he was wearing power armor, Donnie was gonna get just completely fixated on it and not be able to focus on anything because all of that steel would really excite him.
That's the Congress of the Commonwealth spiel. We can go further now if anyone has any questions. I'm happy to share with you.
Travis cautiously raises her hand and says, now, this might come off a bit silly, but, you know, being sheltered and living the life that I have, What the heck is a valet?
Well, a valet is me. Basically, Bimothy walks side by side with me, keeps my belongings in safe and tidy order.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Valet, huh, Preston?
yes,
So
valet.
wait, hey, Asher goes to elbow Ash in the side and says, "Hey, does that make me a valet? Yeah, I'm always carrying all your junk."
You're just now figuring this out?
Aw, damn.
She ruffles.
Astra,
his head.
I assure you that there is nothing wrong with being a valet. It's an honored position. And to find one in that position means that you are trusted to walk hand in hand with those that they are working with.
Well, I'll be
Essentially,
damned.
we trust you with our lives. You are literally
I
holding it.
Well, I definitely trust you with my life. I mean, you still trust me even after I bit off your ear. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I say we've had some pretty good
Bite off
times.
the ear.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Bimothy also
Yeah.
tried to bite off my ear once. We accidentally got a little too close with some
Start to back away from
it-
everybody in this group.
we got a little too close to some glowing caps, and it made everyone a little loopy, and Bimothy got hungry. It's not something that I hold against him.
Yeah, Ash forgave me. My night terrors get a little out of control sometimes.
So, in
don't
addition to
know.
cannibalism, what else does the Congress do for the Commonwealth?
Well, okay.
She's gonna grab Donnie's hand and pull him back.
I assure you
I'm
that
like, I'm not really sure about all of this. All I know is people are eating ears. Donnie's like, how you guys doing?
I assure you that cannibalism is not on the docket. There was actually, I don't know if you've heard the story of the White Glove Society over in New Vegas. They were a group that was trying to sell themselves as a high-class organization, and really they were just cannibals. We don't look kindly on that act. But what the Congress does is meets in a safe and neutral location where various factions and settlements can air grievances, go over agendas, propose laws, basically help shape the Commonwealth, which is stretched all the way across many of the old states now, in hopes to reclaim what once was in a civilized and judicious manner.
So, government.
Essentially, yes.
What is your position on owning and selling steel?
I mean, any commerce is good.
All right, good. I'm in.
Okay.
Wonderful. That's
Astra raises her hand again.
Valet Astra. Yes, go
oh.
on.
So, if you're attempting to recreate a form of government, what is your opinions or stance on cracks for knuckles doing what you have to do to survive?
All government needs an army.
Essentially. So civility will get you far, but unfortunately there are still acts of war. There are still raids, raiders, fiends. There's plenty of things that won't make the area safe for you. What we ask as a representative of the Congress of the Commonwealth is that measured attacks and measured acts of aggression are taken instead of brash and unruly actions occur.
Preston, I notice you are wearing a killer hat.
Yes.
Do members of the cock get their own hats?
I want a hat.
Because I am very interested in your hat, and I would love to charm the hats off you.
So, I have a bit of good news and bad news. The Congress does not have a set uniform that one must wear, but I could always offer a position with the Minutemen if any of you are interested. And the sergeant looks over and he goes, "Oh, listen, you're about to get the old recruitment speech from old Preston. His grandfather did it, his father did it, and he's gonna do it as well."
I know the settlement needs your help.
Yeah, you've heard. You've heard. It's good to hear. I could tell you that there are passages in our documents, in dossiers, that stretch all the way back there. And Preston laughs a little bit. Well, listen, you don't make progress without laying the foundation, and I am just trying to continue what my father and my grandfather have done before me. So yes,
The
you
only
can get
way
a
to
hat
get a
if you
hat.
yes.
Foundation? I've heard of that place.
Ah,
There's a lot of
yes.
settlers there.
Yeah, Foundation is quite a beautiful place. I was talking about laying down the foundation of new settlements and
Oh,
and friendships, laying down.
Astra, you'll have to forgive me. I'm a little slow here.
It's okay. I had to explain the same thing to Bimothy. He loves Foundation. All right, yeah. So
I heard what Ash said, that a settlement needs your help, and that you would mark it on the map. I'm not interested in that, but I am, as it seems, in a settlement that needs your help. I seem to have promised. I was wondering if you have any seed or razor grain,
Oh.
potentially.
Oh yeah.
I know that we weren't talking about that at the minute, but I think you guys seem to be incredibly well set up. The best set up people that we've seen since Benny, is that his name?
Buddy.
yeah,
Buddy, since
yeah.
Buddy, and sorry, bad with names. And we were just wondering. We have some raiders, the raiders that we helped calm at Sunny Atlas, and I kind of promised, in order to keep all of these people safe, that we would. To say get into business with them is wrong, because that's not our intent, but we have promised to supply them with moonshine that we don't have. And I was just wondering, as members of all of these factions, if there is anything that you could do to help us out. Seed, razor grain. We have people to
Well-
do the work, but we don't necessarily have the supplies. And I spent all of my money on this beautiful horse. And I gesture to Black Magic.
Well, let me ask Bimothy. Bimothy, do we have any seeds or razor grain with us? And Bimothy starts digging through his satchel and he goes, okay, let's see. We got what do we got? We got here's some potato seeds. And he throws like a bag of potato seeds on the ground. Yeah, okay. What's his? Yeah, sure. That's just a razor blade. And he shakes his hand because he pricked himself, and he goes, razor grain seeds. Here's Mr. Preston. Here's some razor grain seeds. And he throws a bag of razor grain seeds to Preston, who palms it easily, and he goes, huh. It's been a while since we've had this opportunity to help a settlement. We've been very focused on the Congress part of this. It might not be Razor Grain itself, but maybe with some nurturing, just like you're going to do with the settlement. Hopefully this can provide what you need for when you need it. And
I
yeah,
really,
Bertha, you gotta be so
Mr.
happy right now.
Mr. Carvey, I appreciate you so much. And Bertha, I mean, if you don't mind, would you please give the seeds to our large friend Bertha, as she is gonna head up our farming.
Bertha palms the bag. It's really tiny in her hand. And she goes, "Wow, it's been a real long time since I've had razor grain seed in my hand. It feels nice to be able to do this again. I can't wait to get out in the field."
Astra steps up and says, I mean, not to bite a gift horse in the mouth, but I did see those potato seeds there, and I mean, I got a few caps if you could spare some of those.
How about we give you the
We
seeds?
can.
Oh.
You do that?
This
Most
is
of my life, I've had to take what I want or need to survive.
this is
So
what the Congress stands for. This is who we are and what we're striving to accomplish. While we're not looking to give handouts on a whim, we are looking to provide assistance where assistance is needed. Your
What about us having a radio tower here? So we can listen better and entertain.
Let's.
And maybe keep in touch with you and the other members of the Congress, of course.
Well, that's what I meant.
That
No,
is
I'm just laying it on for him.
that is the game plan.
I have to change my
But
name.
the resources are many, and the
Sean.
labor can be hard. It's not
well,
that we
got
don't
a pretty
have.
nice group here. We can put in the work.
It's not
with
that
the
we don't
right-
have faith in you.
Port.
It's that if we gave a radio tower to every settlement that we came across, we would run out of beacons in mere days.
Steel
So,
ain't cheap, I understand.
I don't-
we will.
What if we help gather materials for it?
It comes with the territory when you join the Congress. I'll cut to the chase right there. You
All right.
Yeah, I think what he's saying is we need to prove ourselves a little bit more, and then we'll get up to radio tower status.
Thank you.
Well, he said railroad, and I was in. So
Yeah, no, I think we're all in. This
Yeah.
Congress, I love the cock
said-
right now. It sounds
Wait.
like a great idea.
You said potato seeds and razor grain, and I was in because those potatoes, they grow so well and so fast out here. We could feed all of these people, and especially with Lawrence, with a kid around,
That
we
brings
gotta
me
make
to my
sure the
next.
mouths stay fed.
Yeah, that brings me to my
Oh.
next question. How much food do we need per settler? Is there a you mentioned that there were 5 things that we needed, and I was just wondering, do you have metrics that we could use based on your previous experiences, that we could try to hit? Like, 2 potato plants per person kind of thing?
It's more the idea of what we need. We're not going to look at you and go, you need to provide 50 pounds of potatoes in a month. We're not going to tell you that you need to have a barracks full of pipe pistols and machetes and whatnot. What we're asking is that you show us that you are able to provide housing,
Gotcha.
provide crops, provide
we could-
defenses,
Mhm.
that you're putting in the effort that we seek and acting in good faith.
I was really hoping for like a red bar at the top of the screen, but other than that, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Press.
And we ask that you give this place a feeling of home as well. And obviously we can't measure that metric and whatnot, but I can see that you already have displaced members from Skinny Atlas, a few gentlemen, and he looks over at Fierce and Dan and Greg and Craig, who might have sordid pasts, and he looks over at Astra and Ash as well. I want to let you know before we go any further that people's pasts don't define who they are. And I don't judge you for who you've been. And I think that it's very admirable what you have already accomplished in such a short time.
You have Vault Dwellers to thank for that.
Hey, here at the Second Chance Cafe, everybody hits another round.
I need to come up with a name for this place, and I should have something about the second chance.
That is on the
Second
list,
Chance
by the
Cafe
way.
sounds good.
Oh, yeah, Asher agrees. We definitely got to figure out something between us all that helps us all feel united under the name.
I'll say.
Something that
Second
brings
Chance.
us together like a family.
Second chance is a good name.
I will say we can't put you on the map until we have a name for this place. So ponder that in the coming month.
Can we ponder it right now? I think we could decide.
I mean, if you all want to, I mean,
Second camps?
We could do Second Chance Camp.
Trying to think. I'm trying to think.
Second Chance
But, you know,
Settlement.
I've taken a bit too many bonks to the head, so
Deuxième chance.
thinking is hard.
I can't say that, y'all.
Deuxième.
Museum?
Do.
No.
Ooh,
And she goes to grab his mouth and like form the words for him. Doozy.
doozy. A doozy?
How about we do
Deuxième
Second
chance.
Chance?
Second
Second
chance.
Chance.
Second chance. Chance.
That works for me.
Chancey. Chancey.
Don't you dare call me Chauncey.
There was a great club in the pre-war time in Pittsburgh called Chauncey's.
I've actually,
You've been to clubs?
No, I just
I-
read about it. I
I-
found an old
I've-
newspaper in a house.
I've hit people with clubs.
You've actually what?
I knew a man named Chauncey that was talking about opening up a bar.
Yeah?
Up in my neck of the woods, so that's pretty funny to hear. Maybe the Chauncey bar will live again.
Maybe we'll call it Second Chauncey's.
That was funny.
Well, I think that's
Second star from the right. That's from a movie, but I can't remember which one. I watched it as a kid before the war.
What's a name for like town?
We'll think of it. We'll think of it.
Yeah, but Second Chance starts. Second Chance. Put us on for Second Chance. We'll let you know as it develops.
I'll give you a second chance to think about it when we come back in a month.
Preston!
This guy, funny, guys.
So, as I said, and I saw that you had a notebook, Donnie, we can give you just a general guideline of what we're looking for. Once again, it's nothing too crazy. We're looking for a farm of sorts with the razor grain and the potato seeds that we've provided, plus the know-how of, and he looks up at Bertha, your green friend. I believe this is a very doable task, and I think that you're in good hands. As for the housing, you already have shown proficiency in building houses. I would just hope and ask that you house your new displaced friends. Make sure that everyone has a comfy and cozy place to lay their head. The clinic same idea. You have to build the building. We ask that you have it furnished with the basics, a place for people to rest from their injuries, chems to help heal those that are injured, and someone to run the clinic when you are not around, which I'm assuming from the sounds of your exploits already will be often. We ask that you build a general store. That's to show good faith that you are looking to provide commerce. The good news is it sounds like Donnie's super eager about that already. And we already had the store owner from Skinny Atlas, Peg, to we've actually dealt with Peg plenty of times. She's a wonderful woman. I'm excited to see that you have helped her. And then defenses is simple, but build a wall, equip your settlers, and set up a guard. Nothing that should be too out of the ordinary, and I expect something that you were going to do anyways.
So
All right.
sounds doable to me, and I'm not very bright, but I can tell you that I can definitely help with the wall and making sure everyone knows how to protect themselves and each other.
I got some extra guns and stuff that I can give to some of the settlers, since I got this better weapon, and I'd be happy to help with the store. If Cake's around, we can have him maybe get on the houses that we need.
Cake's been just
Or
staring
start
off into the distance the whole time that this has been going on. He's had his back turned towards the campfire. He doesn't seem invested.
Hey, Cake, I know that, I was wondering, I feel like we've been getting pretty close. You've been such a huge help to us. We got a couple of buildings that we need to build, some more houses for our settlers, and then a clinic and a general goods store. And we also need a guard tower and a wall. We got a lot of stuff. I don't know what you want. Would you like to help us with any of these tasks?
Cake slowly turns around, and he has bits of hound meat dangling from his mouth. And he's chewing it slowly. And then
I can let you finish your meal.
And then he, I believe y'all taught him this. He just gives a slow thumbs up. And it looks like Cake's in, and he was listening and engaged.
Thanks so much, Cake. I appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks, Cake.
Ash is actually going to start, as they're all talking, she's going to start making breakfast for everybody.
That's very nice.
She's going to go through the rations and everything they've got to try and make enough for everyone.
So would you guys like to stay for breakfast? Looks like Ash is going to make it, and we can meet our settlers that we've just acquired. I don't know if you know the folks from Skinny Atlas, but you can maybe give us the skinny on the Skinny Atlas.
That's very clever. My father loved a good pun. And from what I've heard, my grandfather loved a good pun too. We would be honored to break bread with you for the first of hopefully many times. But after breakfast, we do have to make our way back as we have to prepare for the next meeting that's coming in about 6 weeks from now.
Long walk?
Not a super long walk, but it's a lot of bookkeeping and organizing. We meet semi-annually.
You mean visiting us?
No.
Oh, the big congress.
Yeah. It's a semi-annual event, and it's best to polish and make everything look shiny for everyone that's coming. So yes,
I mean, sure.
we can
We're
have
just trying not to die, but you guys can be shiny.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for
Astra
sure.
It's
feels a bump in her leg as Lawrence runs up and grabs onto her leg and starts pulling on her shirt and asking, I'm hungry. Astra grabs him and picks him up and says, "It's okay. Ash is going to cook us breakfast."
and Lawrence looks over at Preston and he goes, "Hi, Preston. It's good to see you again."
You know these kids.
Of
Astra
course.
looks at Lawrence and says, "You know Preston?"
Yeah, Preston, he came a while ago to check up on us. Um um my mom said that he's a good man and being part of the Congress is all of our um duties. Duties.
Astra squeezes him tighter and says, well, thank you for letting us know. I'm glad he's someone you feel safe around, yeah?
I like Preston.
Good. I'm glad then. I like Preston too.
Well, that's good to hear, Astra. So I think that we can fast forward unless you have more questions uh, for them.
Nope.
I think that
That's good.
it's best that they eat and make their way out as they have lots of business to tend to. As they're walking away,
Can we make it clear that we want to help the railroad?
Yeah.
sure. You say you can talk to Penelope as they're giving their farewells.
Kind of go up to Penelope. I'm like, yo.
Hey,
I
Don.
look around left and right. I'm like, listen. I don't know much about you and your organization, but what I do know is that I respect you. Ash respects you. I respect you. You ever need anything from the settlement currently known as Second Chance Cafe, we got you.
Penelope nods her head very politely and she goes, I am very pleased to hear that you hold us in such high regard. We just want to help those that are having trouble, and it's nice to know that some of you have received our help. We would greatly appreciate any of your assistance. And
I mean, it's always been a dream of mine to walk the Freedom Trail, and if there's anything that I can do, we're here for y'all. Yins.
Yins. And Penelope graciously shakes everyone's hands. And she looks and goes, I'll make sure that one day anyone who wants to can walk the trail with me.
Awesome. And if
And
anybody
Sounds
needs
like
a
a
place to
plan.
stay,
Yeah, we like all kinds of people here.
well, that's good to hear. And I'm glad that we may have a new outpost to send weary travelers to. And with that, the envoy heads on out, walking off into the distance, just like you've seen Buddy do 2 times now.
it's into nowhere.
At some point, maybe we establish roads for the travelers. But as everybody,
No,
Well,
wanna
at
just
least they
follow
didn't
them.
do a crash landing.
as everyone finishes eating up, Sly looks at you and he goes, all right, so it looks like you guys have a full plate ahead of you. We've got a lot to do in not a ton of time, and I would suggest that we break off into groups to spearhead each one of these tasks. I can help facilitate this, or you guys could take it from here and I could observe once again.
We're going to need all hands on deck, Sly.
Yes.
All right.
You sleep here too. You might as well help.
So we're looking, and we need to tackle who is farming. I think it's safe to say that Bertha should take the head of this. Any objections?
Absolutely not. Bertha was born for this.
All right. So,
If you need me to cut something, I'm there.
all right. So, looking at the commerce, I'm assuming Donnie, is that what you're looking to do?
There's nothing I would want more, boss.
Fantastic. That's what I figured. We will put Tootie onto medical as Buddy has seen fit to outfit her with the Mr. Handy first aid dart gun, which seems to be that Buddy has faith that she'll make a good Mrs. Handy nurse.
Is that who is feeding Jerry right now?
Maybe. And you
Oh
look.
my God, Jerry!
Oh, Jerry.
You look and Tootie, you could see the
We
glow.
really need Jerry.
You could see the glow of Tootie's thrusters in Jerry's cabin, and you can hear.
Good. I hope Jerry's alive.
You hear.
I don't want that. I don't want to have to do "Here comes the nuke" again.
So with that, you can hear Tootie going. Here comes the vertibird.
Here comes the Pridwin.
So Tootie's gonna take up medical. So
I
that
want to do
leaves.
the radio, but until then, I guess I'm a guard.
Okay, so we need defenses and we need house building. So Asher and Ash, which one of you is doing which?
Housekeeping? What's that?
House
House
building.
building.
House
Do you want to help Cake
building.
build houses, or do you want to work on the perimeter wall?
Oh, well, I don't mind helping Cake. He's pretty funny.
All right, then I'm working the wall.
All right.
Wall it is.
So
My watch begins now.
I mean, we should build. You're building the wall, so
all right. So we got team captains, if you will. I would suggest that Jerry joins Bertha for the farming. I would suggest
is he alive?
Jerry's fine. He's gonna recover. You guys have done a great job looking after
Awesome.
him.
Thanks, Tootie.
I would suggest that Peg joins you for commerce, Donnie.
Peg? Oh, Peg. Yeah, Peggy. Yeah.
I would recommend that Peter joins Tootie for the medical. He was Skinny Atlas's physician. Defenses, I would think that maybe Greg and Craig can join Ash, as they
I didn't
have.
mind the twins joining me.
And then we can commit the rest of the adults to help with building, as it's there it is, defense. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I talked to Preston on the way out. We have they said that they were gonna come back in a month to see where we're at.
Month.
So we've
All
got
right.
a month to do all this. I would also remind you, you have promised, partly me, I have also promised 50 gallons of moonshine
How can we forget?
to the fine folks over at the Pinky Raider gang.
Oh boy.
So
I have a suggestion. Could we get some of the muscle, Greg and Craig, to help with the farming and have Jerry potentially set up the still?
How
Ye-
indisposed is Jerry still?
So
Well, if he can farm, he can still.
so here's the thing.
Yeah, I got a boiler.
You guys can set up people however you want, but
You're giving us who's the best person to go where. I got you.
Well, it's not so much that, it's that you guys should be the ones working on this still stuff. You can work with Jerry if you want.
Gotcha.
But
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. We should learn from Jerry how to do the still.
And obviously you're gonna, I would suggest that everyone works on this still. When time permits you to do so, as failure to do so probably will not land you in good graces with the Pinky Raiders.
Gotcha.
So, we are going to move to day 1 of 30. We are going to go in kind of a montage, speed up version of the days. What I'm going to ask you all to do is we are going to go through a series of checks
Okay.
each day. Typically, you're looking at
To
a
see if we do our thing.
Yes. So typically, you are looking for each segment of your task. I'm looking for a difficulty 7 pass. Now, that's not
Okay.
on one day. So if you get 3 successes in one day, you will have 4 for the difficulty check the next day. Everyone has decided to have someone pair up with them. So you all will be having advantage on your rolls for each day. There is bonus things that you can do either after your task is complete or during. And I'll let you know when we go to each segment. Once you're committed to that branch, you and you alone plus the people aiding can do the task. And if the task is failed, morale will be hurt in the settlement, and your chances to join the Congress will be postponed.
No.
So,
gonna steal
Postponed,
that
but not blocked.
I imagine it'll be like 3 strikes you're out. We'll get a couple of failures before
Okay.
it's like, no, we can't have you in our company or in our government.
all right. So
Okay.
let us
I'm guessing.
move to we will move to
Can we change the name to the settlement currently known as Second Chance Cafe?
we will move to Ash and the building
Why is it
of
listed for president?
it's because it's listen, you aren't an architect. It's not going to be the happiest guard tower.
Well, I was talking about everything behind it.
It's fine, okay?
Hey, patrolling the Mojave really makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
So y'all are gonna find a
winter
common theme for the
nuclear
first.
winter.
You're gonna find a common theme for the first task, typically, and that's gonna be going out into the woods and chopping trees. Okay. You need plenty of supplies to build these things. So, Ash, if you would like to give me a strength check, so that's any strength-based skill, and the difficulty is 7.
How many D20s do you use?
4 D20s because you have advantage with Greg and Craig helping.
Okay. So my 2 and then 2 extra?
Yep.
Alright.
Ooh.
All right. So it does say 5 successes,
That's good.
but I want to reward 2 critical successes because that's awesome and rare. So with that,
So the vaults are successes and the boys are failures.
yes. So I will say that as you go out, you look at Greg and Craig, and what do you say to them to get them motivated to start chopping like crazy?
All right, guys, if you don't want to put on those dandy wigs and that powder makeup, let's start chopping cheese.
And Craig looks at you and he goes, I don't ever want to put a dandy wig on ever again. And they start chopping and hacking and smacking and whacking. And in
And we start
one
singing.
day,
Three of us start singing.
That's amazing.
one day,
Well
you
done.
all managed to chop down enough trees to build the watchtower and the fence.
Wow.
Easy
Well done.
peasy. You'll be moving to the second task the next day.
Because there's two
Beautiful cover girl.
successes. Ash, do you want to describe how you do that with your stop sign? No, sorry.
She's not doing it with her stop sign. She's doing it with an axe. She's not going to ruin her stop sign for this.
I'm joking. That was inappropriate.
So we're gonna now quickly get Bertha's out of the way. And Bertha looks at Jerry, who's there for motivation at the point because he can't really help clear and plow the field. But Bertha looks at Jerry and is like, Jerry, I'm really excited to get this land farming. It's been so long since I put down any plants, and I really listen. All the fighting and stuff like that isn't really for me, Jerry. So I'm really excited to get going. And Jerry smiles and he's like, I never really like to do the farming that much, but I don't know. You make me excited to give it a shot. I haven't had a lot of that positive reinforcement, if you will. So yeah, I mean, I can't really help too much, Belle. And he like lifts up a small rock and kind of tosses it off to the side. He's like, I can do what I can do. So Bertha is gonna do her strength check. Let me switch over to Berthy. Play. And ooh, right there. We'll do an athletics right off the bat. Let me just double check. Yeah, Bertha. Do a roll. Okay. So the critical failure is that Bertha will gain an injury to herself as she is pushing herself further. She strains her back as she's doing this hard work. But the good news is she has gotten halfway there, living on a prayer. For
Sorry.
oh wait, that's tagged too though. Oh no, it's not tagged. Okay. So she's halfway done with her task, and she is just working and has a smile on her face, and it's a good day. Any day that she's farming is a good day. And we are going to switch over to house building with Astra.
Happy candy dance.
Astra, do you want to rouse your workers? What do you say to them?
Astra stretches her arms in the air, cracks her knuckles by pushing her arms out together, and says, "Okay, guys, you ready to make these houses a home?" She looks to Cake and says, "Me and the big guy are gonna go out and get some more lumber, and you guys, when we get back, be ready to help us put it all together, okay?"
And the collective group nods and they're like, I can't wait to have my own home. This is exciting. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So you can go out into the woods with Cake, and I need you to make a difficulty 7 strength check.
Okay, and with Cake, I roll 1 extra dice or 2?
2 extra dice. So pick whichever strength has the highest tag. Wow. So
Well
Ooh.
done.
that was one of your tag
Chopping wood
skills.
like it's my job or something.
That was one of your tag skills. So
Yep.
once again, because of a critical success, you and Cake are chopping alongside Ash and managed to fell enough
Hey.
trees to build all of the houses that you need to complete. So how do you interact with Cake?
Hey, Cake. This might be a little funny, but as we're chopping the trees, I ask him, "You ever seen the movie Snow White?" Cake looks at me and goes,
Well, Cake looks at you and he shakes his head. No, he hasn't seen the movie before.
"Ah, darn it. I was hoping we could get a little tunes going on in here."
Cake
That's
looks up
okay.
and points to the scar on his neck,
Wait.
reminding you that he can't sing.
Or talk.
Oh. Wait a minute. You've not been able to talk this whole time? I just thought you didn't like me. Okay, well that brings a huge weight off my shoulders. Cake, I love working with you. We put it in, we get it done, we go home, and we get all the wood. Heck yeah, let's go.
Cake pats you on the shoulder to let you know that he does like you. It's not a problem. And yeah, he got. Are we doing phrasing? So now we'll cut over to Toots, who is in charge of setting up the medical field. Peter looks at Tootie. I'm gonna switch the voice of Tootie. I'm gonna go to a more robot one because that's what I meant to do and forgot. But Peter looks at Tootie and he's like, well, I'm not.
Doctor feels so good.
I'm not much on strength, but I can help fell some trees with you. I see that Ash and Astra have already gone pretty crazy so far. But let's head out there. And Tootie's like, all right, it's time to chop down some trees. And she starts whistling. She's like, or humming. She's like, and you can gather that she's humming hi ho. She's gonna make her strength check with a tag skill on melee weapons. Oof, rough day for Toots. It is a tag skill, so Tootie did get 2 successes. D5. And Peter goes, I'm so sorry, Tootie. I'm trying, but it's never been my specialty. And Tootie's like, it's all right. I am here to chop down trees and build clinics, and it's fine. It's okay. Thank you, Peter, for your assistance. And we'll cut over to Donnie with some commerce.
We got the goods, Yins. Yes, Steel Town, USA.
Donnie, do you have
Looking pretty
anything
good
to
over here.
say to Peg before
Second Steel
you'll
Town,
start going?
USA.
Peg, I want to make sure she's okay. How are you feeling? I know that it's almost rude to ask how you're feeling, but I want to thank you for being here with us, and I am so grateful that you're alive.
I'm okay. I'm really excited to get back out there and get another store going. I mean, it's a shame what happened to the general store in Skinny Atlas, but I mean, you know how it is. You know, you build and you sell. You build and you sell. So I'm here.
Yeah. Commerce is commercing, right?
Commercing
So,
is commercing.
I guess we got to set this place up.
And with
Make it look
that,
good.
you also have to go chop some trees out in the woods.
I'm not good at this.
Hey, listen, neither is Tootie apparently.
So what is it? Any strength? Any strength?
Yeah, any strength check, and try to look for one that you have tagged.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay.
I'm the weakest smart. And then I add 2 dice.
2 dice.
I did it wrong. Sorry, let me try
It's
again.
okay.
Let me just do the... I did it. I know what I did wrong. I find a tree.
I will take that 2 from the first one as well.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Like the SATs when I took it multiple times. I
Yeah,
took the
we
best
take the best one. We take the best of each answer.
It's nice.
So you see Astra and Ash and their groups chopping down, and then you look over and see Tootie and Peter struggling, and you're struggling as well. What do you say to the other group?
Listen, we don't got to be as fast as them. We just got to be steady. I read this story about a turtle, and he kicked the shit out of a rabbit, right? And then he crossed the finish line slow and steady. I'm not saying we got to beat the shit out of those rabbits over there, but I think we can keep this up, and if we just stay steady, we're going to get enough wood to make what we need.
All right. I think that today, the first day, was a pretty good success. You already have 2 tasks completed, and you're well on your way for the other 3. Let's cut back onto day 2, and we will start, and we'll go right into the next order. Y'all won't have to worry about doing night checks or anything like that. The people that didn't contribute
Settlers.
will oversee the night watch for now. So
It's like fierce.
yeah, yeah, basically anyone that's not helping in the building group will be night watch. I'm
Except
gonna
the boy.
So let's go back over. Ash, it is your turn once again. Now I need you to build the watchtower and wall. And
Is
this
there
is
more in the back?
Is there more what?
Okay, I thought the picture changed.
Oh, I did change, but it's the same one. No, I'm
No, I
not.
thought you
wasn't.
added
I
more
wasn't.
to it.
I wasn't that advanced. All right. So now I need a difficulty 7 intelligence check.
Intelligence. Oh,
Do you want to give
balls.
them a speech or anything before you get going, or just dive in?
Rouse them. I was hoping to
Trying
roll
to see if I have
charisma on
any-
my speech.
Well, boys, we got to get this tower built. That way we can see anyone coming and we can pluck them off before they ruin our little slice of paradise.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can. Looks over at Craig. Maybe we can build some explosive traps too. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's get this wall
Hey.
up and stuff first, though.
But we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it. I like things that go boom too.
Yeah, yeah. All right. If you could just give me a intelligence check.
Yeah. How much AP we got?
You're at. Did any of you go above? No. You're at 4 right now.
Alright.
4
that was
apps.
plenty.
You didn't need it. Oh, maybe you did.
Okay.
I don't know how this works.
Yeah, we did need it.
And that wasn't tagged, is it?
No.
Okay. So difficulty of 5. It's tough work. It's definitely tough work. Craig's kind of moping a little bit, and he's like, you know, this is why we take over places when we were attacking, because like everything was built already. But this, whatever, this is fine.
Hey, come here.
What?
When we start building this, I want you to write something on the inside. That way, every time you climb that tower, you know it's there. And you get this satisfaction that you know it's there. That you put that there. You built this.
Okay. And he takes his knife out, and on the little bit that you built, he carves poop into the wall.
Nice. I thought he was
That
going to
works.
carve something more suggestive. I love that.
I thought he was too.
I was really expecting.
Oh, Wang.
Hey, Greg, look at
Yes,
this.
thank you so much. I couldn't figure out.
Hey, Greg, look at this. And Greg laughs. He's like, poop. And he pulls out his knife and he draws one of the largest phallic symbols he possibly could.
Nice. My God, that's beautiful. Craig and Greg.
Ash shrugs. She grabs her knife and she draws a pair of boobs.
Love it.
All right,
This is my favorite part of the camp.
this is pretty
I don't
cool.
even know this is happening.
This is why they didn't finish building the tower. They were carving
They're too busy carving.
Carving dicks into it.
and giggling.
All right, so now we're gonna cut back over to Baitha. She is still out in the woods with Peter, and hoping
Baitha.
to get something going because dear Lord, did that suck the first day. All right,
Not
so
with Peter, with Jerry.
oh yeah, sorry, with Jerry.
There's too many people. We immediately have 17 NPCs. Like,
So Bertha looks at Jerry and's like, "Oh man, last night I couldn't sleep very well. I think I pulled my back, but well, the job's got to get done, and you know how it is, Jerry. It's not easy work." And Bertha gets a clearing. Oh my god!
Oh no.
And
She feeling lucky?
Poor Bertha.
Is she feeling lucky?
yeah.
Bertha is so feeling lucky.
Let's see. Let me check to. I gotta make note. Yeah, we definitely need to use some luck. All right, she's got 4 luck points. She's gonna use 1 luck and reroll 3 dice. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god.
Hey!
Okay, so
Crazy work.
as Bertha was about to yank on a rock that's almost more like a boulder, Jerry stops and is like, whoa, 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 whoa. Bertha, haven't you ever heard of using leverage? And he takes a large plank that was laying in the field and wedges it underneath the boulder. And he goes, come on, push it, like pull down on this. And as Bertha yanks down on that, the boulder rolls way easier than if she tried to lift it. And from now on, she knows that she can use leverage to help clear out the bigger rocks in the field. And with that, she actually plows through her task with 5 successes. She only needed 4. So she is all done. And you guys get an extra AP. And she smiles and, wow, Jerry, that was really hard work. But, I used to have to clear out the fields by myself, too, because none of the super mutants really cared to help me. So, gotta take care of your body and stuff, but we did a good job. Thank you, Jerry, for your help. And we're gonna shift on over to the housing complex with Astra and the amazing crew that chopped down the entire trees on the first day. Now, with chopping down trees comes building. And this is where the large part of your task comes into play. You have to build these houses. And so I'm going to need difficulty 14 on intelligence.
Okay. So Astra walks up to Cake and she's like, you're the brawn. I don't got the brains, but I can use my brains. And we can design these houses to be fit for the people that need them. So Astra and Kate kind of go over a few plans. Astra's drawing what looks like layouts of buildings, but it also kind of looks like a child's coloring page with all the scritches and squiggly lines and stuff that she's attempting to make sense of things for herself. And she's gonna use 1 AP and an intelligence check. Let's see here. Okay, she's gonna do this. So I add 1 for cake and then 1 for
No,
the...
2 for cake and then 1 extra one for the.
Okay.
So, and that's not tagged right now.
No.
So, on the first day, you already are a third of the way done, building the houses. Why don't you tell me, who now has houses and, had the
Well-
reaction? You let me
don't
know
know.
who and I'll give the reaction.
Okay. So Astra felt really bad about having to kick Ash out of the house to make room for Lawrence and her. So, of course, she made a new place for Ash, her, and Lawrence to stay. And she's gonna give the other house that she was in to the shop owner
To Peg.
that's been working with Donnie. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Astra's also a little bad with math, so trying to figure out how many settlers a third would be.
So right now we had
have 15.
6 places built, right? There was
Yeah.
3 and then Cake built 3 more. So everyone needs a place. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One second, I gotta jump over to the other place.
So essentially, you're implying that like Ash and Astra wouldn't share a place.
No,
you
not,
could
not if there's a kid there.
um
Okay.
Asher's not gonna share a house
Yeah.
with a
6,
kid.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Astra's bad at
15,
math.
16, 17. So 17
Yeah, so
places.
you're good,
We already had 6.
Total.
So that means that you built 4 houses today. Well,
So I built 4.
actually we're gonna make it 10 houses because Lawrence will stay with one of you. So you built
Yeah,
you
with me.
built 4 houses today.
Okay. So I'm gonna give one of those to Ash.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give one to Peg, of course. And the other two, the third to the gentleman that slept in the stables last night.
That was Dan. Dan was in the stables with
Dan.
Ash.
And then the last one I'm gonna give to the teenager, the young girl.
Okay, Lucy, I believe. So
Yeah.
Ash, how do you feel about having your own place to sleep?
Oh, finally, I could have stretched my legs and walk around naked.
I couldn't leave you hanging. You've carried me halfway across the wasteland, so
Dan
had to make sure you were taken care of.
Dan overhears that and he looks and goes, my lady, I also too have a home, but I have never forgotten the night that we both shared in the stable together, and if I'm not too bold to say, and he sees Ash staring at him and he goes, I enjoy your cooking very much, ma'am.
She's
And
sitting there like there's no nose on her face. She doesn't have a nose. She's just staring at him with her glowing green eyes like, the fuck?
and Peg nods over to Astra and thank you for giving me a place to stay. It's really nice to start having a place to call home already. Really appreciate it.
I wanted to make sure, you had 4 walls after you lost 4 walls that were really important to you.
Now we just got to get the other 4 up. And then we are going to jump over to Tootie and Peter, who are out in the woods once again. Just trying to get this done. It's not been great so far. And Toots is going to do. Oh, this is still on Bertha. Give me the tootie. Give me the tootie. Do. All right. Tootie is going to. What does she have checked? Anything good? She's going to do a melee check. She's going to have a D20.
Melee those trees.
Yeah, come on, Toots. Oh.
Oh God.
Tootie's going to use a luck point.
Did
And
somebody like cut the stuff for her?
nope. You all are on this journey doing your own tasks.
Together at a load.
Tootie feeling lucky.
Yeah, Tootie's re-rolling
yeah.
all of them.
Oh my god.
God,
All right.
Tootie.
That feels
Does
rigged.
Tootie need any AP?
So,
Too late for that, sadly.
okay. So here's my question as a
Stop
group,
knowing
since
the rules.
I'm not playing, or since I'm just navigating Tootie, would you like me to spend another luck point? She has 5. She would be down to 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I could tell you that luck points won't reset until after
Next game.
until you get back from the Congress, if you happen to go there, because it's luck resets by chapter, not by sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna lower my luck back down then because I thought it was by sleep.
All right. I will do another roll for Tootie. This is a tag skill for her. She just needs to hit. I'm not going to use AP.
Come on, Tootie.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
So that's 2 because that's a tag
so
skill for her.
close. That's so close.
So it's down
Tootie,
to.
we're leaving you here next time.
Listen.
Get it?
Tootie looks at Peter. I think that my saw blade needs to be sharpened. It is not working very well. I don't know what's going on. And Peter looks at the implement and notices that Tootie is working with dull blades. It's something that she's probably needed to maintain now that she's actually actively using them. She hadn't had to use them in the past. So hopefully maybe they can do some maintenance in the future to rectify this issue. All right.
Can
So
Peter roll right now to repair her blades?
they're going to
Or
sleep.
has this turn already happened?
The turn's already happened. Tootie's failed super
Okay,
bad.
I just wondered. No, I know. She shouldn't get any more chances. That's why I
Tootie's-
said Peter.
Oh, yeah. Well, Tootie's still, him and her are getting punished.
No, I know. Tootie and Peter are the same person.
All right,
They're
Donnie.
being punished.
They are being punished. That was abysmal. Also, speaking of abysmal, you did not have a first good day with Peg, Donnie.
No, I did not. I did not.
Is there any
But
motivation?
Peg has a house now.
Peg does have a house.
Peg, how you doing? You have a house? You feeling a little bit more at home?
I can't wait to have my first night in a long while by myself. It'll be really
You know what's
nice.
going to happen tonight, Peg? It's going to be you in your house, and you're going to have the most restful night of your life. And I think one of the reasons why is because we're going to get something done today. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Do you feel it, Peg?
I feel it. I do.
You feel it?
I feel. Listen, this
Come
is,
on, Peg. Do you feel it?
Donnie, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the highest my level gets, but I assure
Okay,
you that I
okay.
am very pumped.
That's fantastic. I will overcompensate for you. Don't you worry. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I have to do
Strength
right
check.
now, but I am ready to make it happen. A strength check.
Strength
I
check.
am admittedly not a strong dude. I mean, it's not that I'm a weak dude, but I work out my brain. See?
Okay.
We're not going to have a store. The only thing I've ever wanted. I'm going to use some luck.
Okay.
Because you know what, Peg? You got a house today, and I think you're feeling lucky, and we're going to be those turtles. We're going to beat the shit out of those rabbits. We're going to skin them. I did the wrong thing.
It's okay. We'll turn a blind eye. Roll.
Because that was good, right?
That was bad.
That's horrible.
Oops. Oh,
Thanks.
I backed out. Oh, no. That's all right. I'll get it back.
Oh, no. I
No,
rolled
I'm
too
back.
many dice. All right. Okay.
Jump to present.
I'm so anxious.
What Where are we? Okay,
Boom.
there we go. Okay. It's
hate
okay.
myself.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen,
I'm so
Honey, don't
sorry,
hate
Peg.
yourself. Don't say
Peg,
those
I'm
things.
so sorry.
Peg looks.
Oh my god, I have a sorry.
What do you have?
I have a better skill that I should be rolling.
I'll let you here. If that's just a simple mistake, I'll let you do one more roll. Okay.
Oh my god. I really thought I was going to
Never,
do so much worse.
never forget that I'm merciful. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to say that was Peg's roll. That was Peg's roll. I'm giving that 100% to Peg.
Okay. So we're not going to
The two in the
backtrack
middle are mine.
the day before, but we'll go to where that is. So
Okay.
you were at a difficulty of 5. You got a critical success. So you are down to a difficulty of 1 for tomorrow.
So tomorrow I just need a 1.
Tomorrow you just need a 1. Peg looks and she kind of shrugs it off, and she's like, Donnie, I know that you are beating yourself up maybe a little bit because, you know, you just want to start building, but we're the tortoises. All right. We've got
That's
this. I'm going to go
Yeah. You're
enjoy a really nice
right. You go
night.
have a good night.
And she gives you a firm handshake as you both
Yes,
walk out of the
absolutely.
woods. Peg's very business as usual. All right. Going on to day 3, folks. This is the 1/10 point. I think you guys are making good progress. I think that we're moving really well. So we're cutting over to the Boob, Wiener, and Poop crew.
Yes. I was going to call them the Vandals, but that's a different way to do it.
Yeah.
I like the Vandals.
Yep. So Boob, Wiener, and Poop crew. Ash, how do you rouse them up?
We need to get this finished, guys.
BWPC.
BWPC.
Once it's done, you can draw all the poops and wieners you want on the roof.
You look over at Craig, and he had his knife out and was already starting to carve, and he goes, "Oh, okay. All right. We'll do that later."
And then you can carve the inside of your house with anything you want.
Oh my God, this is awesome. All right, so give me a intelligence check. You're on a difficulty of 5 now.
See, this is where I live. Can we just switch?
Oh my God.
Well done! You did it.
Holy
Heck yeah.
jeez.
She slept really
Way to
good
go,
when she got
girl.
to sleep in her own bed, completely naked. She felt so good.
You gained an
Dan saw the whole
extra.
thing through the window.
You gained an extra AP
Peeking in
for
her
that
windows?
too. Yeah, Dan did. Dan.
He-
No,
he
no, what? No,
totally
let's
did.
not make Dan a peeping tom yet. All right, he's kind of.
Listen,
Dan's kind of
Please
scared.
don't make Dan the peeping Tom.
He's scared
No.
attracted to Ash. She would scare the
no,
crap
no,
out of him.
No.
he didn't mean to, but he was walking past. And like
roused?
these shelters are pretty airy.
He's scared.
so-
He's scared roused. Okay. All right.
She's scary, but she's hot.
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
attracted by how much he fears her.
So Ash, tell me how you rouse up the group.
She just told them to get their butts in gear. She whacked them on the butts with her stop sign a couple times when they were slacking. And she told them when they get to the top, or when they finish it from the very top, they can drop their pants and moon Skinneapolis.
I have been waiting to do this since you guys asked me to join your crew. And as
wish
you
it was
all
me.
finish up the watchtower and the wall, Greg and Craig are climbing up together. Do you join them, Ash?
Yes.
They
Can I
look,
see them? Can I see them?
give me a
I wanna see them.
perception check.
Okay. Let me see what I got for perception.
Astra,
Oh,
can I
'cause
get
I
a
really wa-
perception check
yeah.
from you as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Just me or Peg too?
I'll make a general roll for the rest of the camp.
Okay, so I will just do the 2 then. I see them.
Oh
I see 'em.
man, I missed out on all the fun.
Was that
I
really
see 'em,
your
right?
was that really your worst pick?
What?
It's okay. So
Pilot.
I see them, right?
4 perception. I
Okay.
have 4 perception.
so
I don't see shit.
So, Greg looks at Ash and he goes, Commander, on your cue.
Gentlemen, drop your pants.
And everyone slowly
Yeah.
lowers their pants, and the entire camp, besides Astra and Lawrence, because Astra was watching out for Lawrence and
Shielding his
shielding
eyes.
his eyes,
Eyes. I'm
saw
covering his eyes.
3 of the shiniest butts they've ever seen, and Donnie, with his fist in the air,
Yes.
gets an extra close
Yes,
look
sir.
up on a
Awesome!
critical success of the perception check. Donnie sees cheeks. Donnie sees wrinkles. Donnie might even see a little bit of a butthole. It's been a great
I
start
love
to
you
the day.
guys.
he sees Ash's tattoo on her butt.
This is the second chance for cock.
All right.
Congress of the
Listen.
Commonwealth.
Already on to
Just for
Second steel settlement.
you're already on to the third task, Ash. You
The
are
SSS.
flying through.
She knows how to motivate her men.
And
That was amazing. I feel like if there's inspiration points, we should all get inspiration. Everybody who saw that should get inspiration points. Because that was brilliant.
maybe tomorrow that was the end of their day. They finished it at the end of the day.
My.
But I will give you an
I
extra.
feel I go to bed inspired.
I will give you a extra AP for your critical success on that perception check to see
My
B-hole.
God, I perceived the fuck out of those assholes.
All right.
God, they were
I'm still trying
beautiful.
to think of what the tattoo is on her butt. What was the year?
Uh,
It's probably a
1997.
Nuka-Cola. It's a Nuka-Cola.
nice.
She has Nuka-Cola tattooed on her butt.
You are gonna like
Just the
the
logo.
storyline down the line
it's
then.
it's the logo.
All right.
But
So
it's a tramp stamp.
over to Big Bertha,
I'm
who's out in the field. You're fine. Who's out in the field with Jerry. She looks over at Craig, Greg, and Ash working feverishly. And she smiles and is like, it seems like they're doing what they want to do and they're working hard. And, well, by golly, Jerry, it's our time to plant some potatoes and some razor grain, baby. And Bertha is
Fucking love
making an
Bertha.
endurance check, which luckily, I believe, yeah, her survival skill. This is a tag skill on top of really high level. So if everything goes right, Bertha should get through this fast. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Not a bad start.
Whoa, Bertha.
So that's actually 4 successes because it's tagged.
Okay, good. Because it's tagged.
Um
Was
so
she needing a 4 or 5?
she needed to hit 11.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So it only takes
How?
I don't know what it takes, why it only says 3. Maybe it only does it once, but it's fine. So Bertha is now sowing the field. It's more tedious than it is laborious. She's going row by row, putting the seeds down, making sure that they're well spaced. She knows that she doesn't want any weird growing smushed strains of potatoes and razor grain and whatnot.
Tater grain.
And tater grains. And she looks back at Jerry and
Grenado.
she smiles and that was wait, what the hell is that? And looks up and sees the shining butts of the 3 watch guards. And she goes, oh my god, Jerry, look, it's butts. And Jerry goes, my word. And they turn in for the day. Pretty much done with the task. Bertha should be able to finish that up tomorrow. And we are going to shift on over to the house crew.
Astra building houses.
So Astra, you built a third of the houses needed. What do you say to the group as you start getting ready for the next day?
Guys, we are moving fast and forward. I just want to get a little bit of a survey of who has a house and who doesn't. Can y'all raise your hands if you have a house?
And you see, what is that? You have 10 people raise their hand, and there's still 7 without their hands raised. Well,
7.
yeah, 7.
Math.
All right.
Perfect.
Let's get an intelligence check from you.
I'm going to roll that one. And
I feel like we should be
Bertha.
doing something mischievous with this music.
Right? I was just thinking that. I'm like, we should be
Ooh.
like gremlins, just like do, 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 do.
Right?
And that's
I
not
am a gremlin.
and that's not tagged, right?
No.
Okay. So
Tickety tag.
with that, you're halfway done. Which means
So
that
roll-
you had to build 10 houses. So you built one more house today. Who got the house?
Wait, I had about 7 more houses, right?
Yeah, 7 more.
Okay.
Well,
So I
6
built
more.
one more today.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
6 more? 7
So
more?
who'd you build a house for?
How about for Peter?
Peter. Awesome.
Peter, pumpkin eater.
Peter
that's a bad
smiles
song.
at you and he goes, when Bertha saved me, I was trying to put out the fire on that house was given to me by my father, who was given to him by his father, and so on and so forth. Ever since our family came out of the vault, it really sucked losing that house, but it's nice knowing that I can start the tradition of passing down a home to my future generations. And he gives you a hug.
Astra hugs him back and says, I'm glad you see a future here. We're trying to build a strong family. Not all of us have had that, but I'm glad that you see a strong family in your future.
And Peter just gives a strong nod, and he's very happy to have his new home. We're going to cut over onto Toots. We're going to rewind a little bit. Her and Peter are out in the woods once again, trying. They've had a nightmare of a time getting the trees down, but they're almost there. They have a difficulty 3 left. She has melee weapon. She should have it done. If it's okay with you all, I'm going to spend a AP to roll 5 dice.
Spend it all. Not all of it, but yeah.
She should be hitting this. It's an anomaly that she isn't. Okay. So the good news is she's done. All right. She completed the task and actually got that AP back for you. The bad news
Good.
is she did break her buzzsaw blade. It needed the attention that you pointed out, but in a rush wasn't attended to.
I bet you I can repair it.
Yeah, I think once we get through all of these tasks and whatnot, I think that could be an easy fix. All right, let's cut on over to Donnie Wog and Peg
All right.
on their little building adventure.
Let's build some houses or some stores.
And Peg looks, and she's like, all right, Donnie, this is the last day. I want to get out of these fucking woods. Okay,
Yeah, for real.
let's just get one more tree down, and we're good to go. I don't know how they cut them
All we need
down
is
so
one, baby.
fast.
Me either. To be fair, I mean, like, listen, I'm not very athletic, right? And I was rolling with the wrong skill the entire time. But now that I know that I do have athletics and not unarmed, I think we're good. It doesn't make any sense to you, but let's go for it.
Okay,
Oh my goodness!
thank God, Donnie. All right,
Can I cut down extra trees for Tootie?
no.
Okay.
Tootie just finished anyways.
Okay. I'm
So-
just making sure. I just wanted to.
So the
Make
two
sure.
lagging behind finally finished the tree cutting adventure on the third day. So what do? What how do you interact with Peg?
I think I'm gonna start to cry out of just like sheer exhaustion. Right? I'm so
And then you keep
exhausted, and I'm so happy to be done with this. And I'm like, Peggy, we did it. We did it. We beat the fuck out of those rabbits.
Peg's like,
as the rabbits are mooning you.
as you turn around,
They're all laughing.
you look and you get you see everything once again, wrinkles, you see cheeks, and once again you see just a little bit of butthole. And
That's amazing. And I'm just
Who
like,
is it?
again, fists in the air, like, we did it!
uh,
Second chance COC!
Peg goes, let's get out of these woods, and if it's okay with you, I don't want to come back in here for a long while.
Yeah, no, valid. Good call. Let's get the fuck out of here. Bye, Peg.
All right.
I'll see you later.
So before we get into day 4, it's our break time in the stream.
Potato's like, oh my god, thank God.
When we come back, we're going to do a week by week roll to speed things up. Where we'll sit on each character, go for days. We'll do 4 days, and then just to speed things up a little bit. But you guys are coming along really well. Ash is gonna be done before you know it.
Like I said, she knows how to motivate them.
So we'll start playing again at 10:15.
Let's do this.
I will be back in a moment
So
if
for me, that's like
anyone
an hour.
wants to talk or chat. And we'll see you back in a moment, y'all. Okay, we'll be back.
Hey, BRB.
Oh no. Is this Tranquility Lane?
Oh yeah. No, this is just from Artlist.
I was like, this sounds so disturbing.
It's fantastic. It's not bad.
I mean,
Hey everybody
I
out
didn't even
there
know you were back.
watching. I just got back. For those that are watching, if you have any questions or want to talk to me or the players, feel free. We're starting back up in 7 minutes, but we're just I'm just chilling. I'm elevating. I hope that you guys are enjoying so far.
I am.
It's going well.
Thought I was gonna fail to build my store.
I'm pretty sure y'all are
It's
gonna
pretty
finish
tragic.
way quicker than I thought, but that's okay.
I do have to leave at 11
My time or your time?
your time.
Oh, okay.
I did last time too, and I failed to leave early.
Is that gonna be normal, you think?
No.
Okay.
No, it won't.
I was just gonna get a
forget
ruined
it.
radio station.
What?
Potatoes talking over on
Oh, on the
TikTok.
channel.
Um,
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be. Forget it. I won't do it.
Oh, you don't have to worry about
It's
it.
hard for me to go to work in the morning because I'm old.
Listen, we should all just quit work and just play D&D all the time.
Trust.
I could put up the proposal here. But if we hit sub goals, I'm gonna start having it listed on the screen. But if we hit sub goals, I'm gonna start doing bonus streams, and then if we hit enough, we'll start a new campaign in a different setting.
D&D stream.
Bonus D&D. Bonus diners and death claws. So I was thinking for another campaign, there's this book series that I read called X Heroes, and that's superheroes and zombies.
Okay.
And I think that would be a fun campaign to do.
Superheroes and zombies. Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
Yeah.
it's not a complicated read, but I love those books so much. They're
Well,
by
and they have the whole. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. What were you saying?
Well, they have that whole like Marvel zombie storyline, anyhow.
So this one is a lot about just getting through the mundane day to day of being a superhero, and the zombies really don't pose any problems. But as they go through, certain heroes will slip up and or might not be like adept for zombies, but then they become horrible superhero zombies.
Superheroes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the story probably came before the Marvel arc, but there is a Marvel arc where that's exactly what happens.
Let me see. Marvel.
And the worst zombie is the what's her name? Scarlet Witch.
Oh, I could imagine.
Right? Because she could do whatever she wanted and she's a zombie.
So that was 05 to 06. I think that's before the book. Peter Klein, X Heroes. The thing that sucks is he gave up on the series because it wasn't making him enough money compared to his other series.
Yeah.
And so there's like 6 books and it's like unresolved. And I'm like, I wish.
Oh, and then we could do the resolution. What would happen if?
Where do I find where it was released?
I love Cyberpunk too. I think it would be fun to play a Cyberpunk game.
I would have to look into that series more. Like I haven't played it. Or yeah, I
There's some
played
pretty
it a little bit.
questionable things in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, no, the content.
Yeah, there's certain content in the game I refuse to play it.
Yeah.
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 Where the heck was this
I don't know, man.
release?
I loved it.
Oh
my god.
How hard is it to find a book publishing date? Dear Lord.
Also, I'm still trying to figure out who doesn't have a house. I know
Just
that
put
sounds
publish
goofy,
date
but
next to the title when you
because I'm
Google it.
lost.
Date of publication.
It came out 7 years after, so Peter Klein's
Okay.
complete hack stole it. So the people that still need a house, we're looking.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Okay.
Just number them 1 through 7 and be like, 2, you're up.
Well,
Just take that off.
But he's asking me to name who's the next person to get a house, so I'm like.
Well,
I
you
keep
say
going, like,
a number, he can pick the name.
Yeah, if
Well, he
it's
already knows the number.
if it's causing too much strife, we could just say that you
Well,
built a
no,
house for da 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 da.
We can't figure it out right now.
No, never.
There's only
We're never
there's
figuring
only
it out.
5 more houses, right?
6 more houses. You had 7.
Oh
that-
my
So-
god.
You
Potato.
I just made
I'm
Peter.
untying it and I'm stretching it out.
okay? So Ash has a
I
house.
just saw your GIF.
Oh yeah.
Ash.
that was me. I was like, I got
Ash, this is what I have so far. I drew a picture on my notebook. Ash, Astra, and Lawrence together.
Mm-hmm.
Peg, Dan, Lucy, Jerry, Bertha, Cake, Sly, Peter, and
Craig and Greg.
No,
but they
she's
don't-
going
they don't
over
have
what
a
she
house
has.
yet.
And
then there's another D name,
Dan.
yeah, and Dan.
Dan, and then
Yep. So then that leaves Donnie doesn't have a house. Tootie doesn't have a house.
no, Donnie already has. Wait, so Donnie doesn't have a house.
Yeah, Donnie doesn't have a house.
Wait, we had houses.
Yeah, Donnie already had a house.
It's
So
starting.
Donnie, that was the other D name.
No, there's
I said Dan already.
so there's 17 people. So you're assigning
Oh,
houses
so there's
to
more
people.
people.
Hold on.
So okay, good.
Yeah.
We're doing it
Wait,
from the start.
Let me take a picture of the house. Send it in.
Okay,
You
so
gave my house to somebody else. I'm fine with that.
So
Ash,
I didn't
enjoy
need
being
to.
me.
That's what I meant. Like that's why I was confused when we started.
It doesn't have to be
Okay,
a
hold
whole.
on.
It doesn't have to be a whole big thing. Basically, you just
This is what
list
I
off
drew
the
so far.
people. So here. So
Yeah, but-
here, let me
but
just
that
let me
already
just give
made
you
a
let me
mess.
just give you the list, okay? Donnie needs a house. Bertha needs a house. Tootie needs a house.
Is it?
Greg needs a house. Craig needs a house. Fierce needs a house.
Greg, Fierce, and Tootie.
Greg,
Would Greg and
Craig.
Craig share?
No, because no one's allowed to share a house.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
I just thought they might want
That's
to.
what I thought.
you
I
could.
thought so.
So you still.
That's why I'm confused on the number of houses because we already had 6 houses. I built 5, so that means I have 11 houses. And so Donnie should already
Okay,
have a
so
house.
write these names down, okay? Just write
Okay.
these names down. Donnie, Bertha,
Okay.
Tootie, Greg, Craig, Fierce, and Mary.
Mary.
Yes. Mary is
That's
the
one pretty.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, because I'm still confused because
That's all the names that
Like-
you need to know. So that's all we need to clear.
yeah. But Donnie already has a house.
That's all you
No,
need to know.
we gave it all up. We gave everything up.
But who
So
did
now
I
we
give
have.
it to?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Don't worry about you're
Oh.
overthinking it way too much. The people you said have houses have houses. All right, let's get
Alright,
back to
okay.
it. If Ash is back, I don't know if she
Sorry.
is. You're good.
I'm right here.
Okay, don't you sass me.
This is confusing.
All right. So, what we're going to go into is we're going to speed this process up a little bit because rolling 30 days is going to take forever. So,
Yeah, let's not do. Yeah.
we're on day 4, so we're gonna go all the way up to day 7, and then we're going to do it as a week going further. So we're just gonna resolve these next 4 days and keep going. So let us boop bop bip back over to the one, the only beep, beep, beep. Ooh, that's so nice, that music. We're gonna bop over to the poop boob wiener crew. All right.
The Mooners.
The
The
Mooners.
Honeymooners.
All right. So let me just get okay.
So
So
what have we completed?
you have chopped down trees
Oh,
in one
much.
day. You have built a tower and a wall in 2 days. You are flying through this. Up next, I need you to make a difficulty 7 speech check. You are now recruiting who are going to be your guardsmen, and we'll resolve that after you clear your roles. So let's go for day 4 on a speech check.
All right. No extra d20s.
You get 2 d20s extra for all of this, and you
All
can like re-roll with luck and whatnot. All
I'm
right.
Good.
Okay. So you're down to a difficulty 5. Give me another roll.
All right. Same.
Yep.
Oof.
Okay.
Mm.
So
She's having a bad day.
you did get another success, but unfortunately, as you're talking to the
tough fella.
group, none of these Skinny Atlas settlers seem interested in joining the guard. All right, you got a difficulty of 4 left.
You could AP that if you want.
I think I'm gonna use 1 AP.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we need guards. It's very important.
Okay.
Oof.
That was good.
Okay.
We get it back.
Upgraded.
So you do get the AP back. You've obliterated this task, but now you can only have people that are interested in joining.
How many? You cut out.
Sorry, you only have 2 people that are interested in being guards, and you're staring right at them.
Oh,
Tell me how you win over Greg and Craig and what you tell them as they are the new guardsmen of Second Chance City.
Second Steel Settlement.
second chance city.
You two are responsible for keeping everybody here safe. You're like superheroes. Yeah? You're the nightmen, the watch guards of everyone here.
Like the silver shroud.
So like,
The Silver Shroud.
does that mean like I can like carve wieners and butts and poop and pee all on these walls?
I mean, I guess so. Just don't weaken the wood too much.
This is the greatest honor that I've ever been bestowed with. Thank you so much, Ash. And
Of course.
Greg and Craig stare you in the eyes and give you a salute as they have
She
become
stood back.
as they become the new guardsmen of whatever city steals Chance Second City settlement.
We're just gonna call it.
Second Chance City. I
So-
like Second Chance City. SCS.
So you have 1 day left.
'Cause
You're
we're sick.
already on the 4th task. All right. So now you have
Ash, you're
to
amazing.
train these lovely gentlemen. Okay. I need you to make. You can choose. So this is going to take at least 2 days. I need you to make a melee check or a small guns check. Melee is a difficulty 4. Small guns is a small guns check of 3.
We're gonna go melee because she doesn't have anything in guns.
Okay.
Do I have extra dice?
It's the same. It's the standard. So you get 2 extra.
All right.
All right. Once again, you clear melee super fast. It's obvious that you are well versed with
With her
melee
tongue
weapons. So
Oh, yeah,
to
she
round
is.
out the first week, you, Greg, and Craig have chopped down trees, built a guard tower, built a security wall. You have recruited these fine gentlemen to be part of your guard, and you have already shown them how to properly wield melee weapons. How do you want to close out this first week?
With a drink. She pulls out some alcohol that she had been hiding from Astra. And she pours each of them a shot in like little makeshift shot glasses.
Boss, this is
And she races it to them.
to boss. Oh, to life.
To boobs.
To boobs.
And may we keep mooning those who wish to oppress us.
To butt cheeks.
To butt cheeks.
To butt cheeks. To butt cheeks.
And they all down it.
Beautiful. What a wonderful first week for the defenses of Second Chance City.
Or second chance boobs.
Second Chance Boob City. And with that inspiring day,
Carved on the sign.
we're gonna rewind backwards to Big Bertha, who has been chugging along on her own, making good progress. She is out laying seed in the wonderful tilled farm plot that she's made already. So she's just going to make a simple survival check on the first day and picks up 2 more successes since she is adept at this. On day 5, she's going to do it once again. Just like that, Bertha
Make
has
short work of
completed
this.
the second task. She has sown the seeds and is looking forward to tending to the garden, probably her favorite task. Now, typically plants don't grow as fast as someone wants them to and wills them to, but Bertha's got a special way of speaking to plants. So
She makes blood with the soil. It's actually very good for the crop.
So Bertha's gonna lay
kind of
down super mutant blood and a little bit of Jerry's blood too. Willingly given. Okay. So on day 6, she gets down to a difficulty of 5. And okay. So once again, she finishes. That's the good news. One
All
weekend.
over the farm.
The bad news is that some of the razor grain that she's been tending to and some of the potatoes that she's been tending to have formed a hybrid razor tato.
Tato grain.
Tato grain.
razor
Potato.
No,
Tato grain.
tato grain's way better. So
I think that will be amazing.
So unfortunately, some of the razor grain crop cannot be used for moonshining.
That doesn't mean that. That just means that we're going to make vodka.
Listen,
We're gonna
They-
make special.
they
vodka.
want moonshine. And so
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna make
but we
special
can also
vodka
make
for
vodka.
us.
So Bertha is sitting and staring out into the well-tended garden and smiles at the crops that have already grown in a week. Amazing work. And she
So
looks
proud
at
of her.
Jerry and she goes, "Listen, I know that it takes forever for this normally to happen, but I've kind of figured out a long time ago that if you just put some of your blood into the ground, you get super crops." And Jerry's like, Huh. Yeah,
Super mutant, super crops.
my dad always just poured a bunch of moonshine onto the plants. Maybe that's why we haven't been doing so good. You're incredible, Bertha. And she looks and she's like, you know what, Jerry? You're pretty awesome too. Now can we go hang out with Black Magic for a little while? And they retire for the week and go hang out with Black Magic. And we are gonna jump over to the house count in Astra, who we've decided has 7 more houses to build. We finally nailed it down.
Maybe.
All right. So you have
I'm gonna nail these houses down.
So you have a difficulty of 7 left. You're on day 4. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay, where'd it go? There it is. Okay.
Okay. That's not tagged, right?
No.
All right. So with one of the complications, you have built one house that's not up to code. It's livable, but whoever's in that house isn't gonna like it as much as the other houses. It's a little cramped, it's a little drafty, but it's still built. All right, give me another roll.
So, oh wait. So how many houses did I build that day? Just one?
We're just gonna finish up. So just make a roll.
Oh, okay. Same check?
Yep.
Okay.
You have a difficulty of 5 left. All right. So now you're down to a difficulty of 3. Give me another check. Beautiful. So
Whoa.
you have houses built for everyone, and since you did so well on that final roll, I'll say that you went back through after who did you put in the bad house? The one that wasn't built up to code.
So I was gonna explain that, we have one very solid, strong member of our community who I think can handle a little draft here and there, and that's Tootie. So I was gonna give that house to Tootie in hopes that the extra problems would, either be addressed at a later time or, not affect them as much.
So Tootie had gone in the first night that it happened when the bad house was built, and she doesn't complain because it's not in Tootie's nature to complain about something like that. But because it was built so small, you could see that she was like wedging in, and her burner was actually like singeing a hole into the ground.
Maybe it'd be better for the kid.
The kid lives with me.
So
Teenager.
Oh, she already has a house.
So Tootie's like, thank you for fixing this house. I don't need a house, but every once in a while, it's nice to feel like a human.
You're welcome, Tootie. You're always one of us. Whether you're made of metal or not, you're one of the family, too.
Thank you. Donnie, why are you staring at me?
I'm just saying, I didn't realize, but if you're made of steel.
All right. So you got 1 day left.
I'm not saying anything's going to happen, Tootie. I'm just saying if it does.
So you have 1 day left in the week.
What's going on here?
So now you're furnishing the house. The house is for people.
Houses, yeah.
So they people need beds and maybe a little table and dresser and whatnot. So I need you to make a difficulty 7 charisma check for me.
Okay. Well, perfect, because this is my tag skill.
Okay, so that's 5. So you're already down to a D2. So as you finish out the week, you have gone in and you obliterated a bunch of trees. came out and spent the better part of a week building the actual houses, and you got everyone into a home that needed one. The group is smiling and super excited to see the hard work that you did, and you actually got most of the houses furnished. People don't have to sleep on bedrolls. They have places to put their clothes. It's feeling a lot more homey. So you're sitting around the campfire as everyone's eating, and they're celebrating you for building them a home. How do you react to that?
Astra's sitting around the fire with everybody, and everybody's talking about her or to her, and you can see Astra getting like increasingly uncomfortable with all of the attention, but also grateful for all of the community and camaraderie around her. Astra looks up and looks around the fire and grabs Lawrence, who's sitting closest to her, and he kind of raises her hand to catch people's attention and say, guys, I appreciate all the adoration and the thanks, but none of this would have happened without all of you. I wouldn't have had a reason or a purpose or a place to build these houses had y'all not come along and been a part of our little family here. So as much thanks to the hard work, I also give thanks to all of you for being an awesome part of our new little home and our new little family here.
Lawrence spins around on your lap and gives you a big hug, and like squeezes as hard as he can. He's just so happy to have a new place to lay up. And Sly looks around and he goes, "Wow, this is kind of nice. You guys don't have to worry about me and Cake having the only lean-to set up. You guys are flying through this list. Jesus Christ, you have amazing work over here. By the way, Ash, nice job on the butts. That was funny. All right."
I thought it'd motivate
But very motivated. Now we're gonna cut
Ash knows a
over.
lot about butts.
We're gonna cut over to Toots to see if we can get Dr. Feels So Good going. We left off. She had just chopped down the trees, and now it's time to build the clinic. And it's an intelligence check,
Wow.
difficulty of 7 for her. Which once again, Tootie is not adept at this. Jeez Louise, Toots. Intelligence, repair.
It's like me looking for strength.
Yep, listen, this is gonna take a little while. Repair. There we go. All right, Tootie is going to roll. This is day 4. Tootie. Okay, so that is 2 successes.
not Tootie getting yelled at.
Listen,
By
Two-
yourself.
Tootie's like, what am I? Oh wait, that was Bertha. 1 second. We'll hold on to that crit.
You're like, why did I build this character?
Play. There we go. Yeah, why did I? Intelligence, Toots. Okay, so we'll keep that roll, and then let me just see if anything was better. Medicine's a 5. Okay. Repairs in 8 and science is an 8. So Tootie actually got 3 successes there. And another day. Day 5.
Another day.
So what happened with Tootie?
Oh my god, Toots. So it's another success, which is good. But unfortunately, there's a complication, and this time, as Tootie was building, she used because her buzzsaw is broken. She had to use her Stimpack dart gun as the hand to like build, and that snapped as well. So now Tootie's another hand down, really struggling. She's gonna need
Repair her.
some. She's gonna need some TLC when this is all done. But the good news is, Tootie. Oh, that's still one more day because it's a crit, but it's not a tag. All right, so this is the last day for Tootie. Hopefully, she can clear out this. Easy.
Go, Tootie.
So on the final day,
Woo.
Tootie and Peter finished building the clinic. It took a while. It's not exactly their specialty, chopping down trees and building houses. But she gets the clinic set up, and she looks and talks to Peter and says, "That part was the hard part. Now we must administer medicine and chems, which I like. I am good at this." And Peter's like, you know what, Tootie, I'm good at this too. What's that song that you've been humming? And she gives a rendition of Wheels on the Bus. She's like, "The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round." And Peter's like, "Round and round, wheels on the bus." And they walk out and join the group who's having a nice hot meal before going to their own residence, as Astra had finished building all the houses. And we will cut over to the one and only Donnie.
Donnie in the honey. I
Donnie
don't know what that
Donnie in the honey. All right,
in
Donnie.
the honey.
So
What are we doing today, folks?
You are now building.
I got all my wood.
You got all the wood.
Donnie got wood.
You're on day 4. I need a difficulty 7 intelligence check.
Intelligence is my bag, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, my phone was talking to me. You were talking to me on my phone. All right, so I think this is my best one. This is a tag skill as well. And then I add 2 for Peggy.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this, Briss. Way to fail. Spectacularly.
Wow. Are you
It's
feeling
also,
lucky?
as you see, it even says tag.
Oh, it does.
Great. It does. At the bottom, it says tag.
That's funny.
Just to humiliate me further.
All right, give me day 5.
Okay. All right, let's just, okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
So the good news is you got 6 successes,
Okay.
but you had a critical fail.
But the roof caved in.
But you have to restart. You have to go back out and cut down more trees. As you're building this, you realize that you didn't map out your floor plan correctly.
It's
And
so me.
unfortunately, until rectified, there won't be enough space to have refrigerated goods.
All right, so I need to rectify that. That's
So we're on
fantastic.
day 6.
And I'm trying to rectify that with intelligence.
We'll see how the rolls go, and then we can fix it later if need be. Okay.
We don't have any goods. There's no food in the store.
All
Very
right.
good.
And going down to day 7.
And steel.
Yeah, there's nothing in this store.
Oh my god. All right. Well, the good news is you finished. Donnie,
My Brahmin's dead.
Jerome Bettis has passed away. No,
Am I actually putting that in the notes?
as you finish building, you
I'm
and
so ashamed.
Peg are smiling. You
We're
finish-
smiling?
you
I
finish-
really thought I was going to have to apologize for my poor performance.
So you finished out the week, but then you look, and she looks at you, and then you both slap your forehead, and she goes, "We forgot to put in windows."
Oh my god.
So you have
Peggy, you're so right. I thought it was a fire prevention measure, but how is anybody going to know what's in the store?
so you have built a general store in a week.
Also, Peggy, I don't mean to be. I mean, like, I know I did the sign, but I noticed now that it very much looks like it was generated by artificial intelligence. Those aren't words. We're going to have to fix that.
I really think that you need to work on your spelling.
Listen, I think I just okay. All right. You're absolutely right. Peg, this is all my fault. Thank you so much. I think we kind of killed this.
Jimmel sore.
Listen,
It's
if
the
you're
sword of the general sword.
if you're a good enough trader and whatnot, the store doesn't matter that much. All right, it's what's inside. Okay, we'll be fine.
All right.
Next time we
Thank you,
build
Peggy.
something,
You
though,
know
we
what?
should probably look for windows.
Peggy, I really appreciate that. I appreciate you giving me that vote of confidence too, because this physical task sort of thing is not my bag. I have convinced Cake to do all of the work for me, and these people thought I built houses.
This was terrible, and I hated it.
Yeah, it was awful, right? I'm so happy we're going to be in the store soon. We'll have windows. It'll be a nice breeze. Maybe I'll ask Cake to help us out.
Peg looks over and sees that Astra built a house for Donnie, and she laughs. She goes, "Hey, Donnie, look, at least you got windows at your house."
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. At least I have a house. I really thought I was going to have to build that after this, and I was just going to end up sleeping in those woods.
All right, so that's the first week of tasks done. Y'all are flying through this. Thankfully,
Donnie has so much anxiety.
you should, but it's okay. Listen, we're already a week down. Ash is almost done. Bertha is going to be harvesting. Astra almost has everything furnished. It's just you and Tootie are lagging behind a little bit, but you have 3 weeks left to complete the tasks. The progress has been going really well. And we'll take it from the top. We'll go to the Poop Butt Wiener crew once again.
See, that's why they're doing so well. They've really congealed as a team.
They
Peggy
did.
and I aren't as connected.
Which is fine. Wow, actually, I did. I'm gonna make a roll.
I mean, I did save her life.
I'm gonna make a quick roll here.
Hey, she's gonna give you a shot too. You just gotta finish your store first. She doesn't want to
Yeah.
interrupt your flow.
Hey.
Peg looks at you and goes, "You know, Donnie, I really just wanted to let you know that this has been a really great week, and I feel like we've been really connecting on a deep, deep level. And I'm glad that we've formed a bond as tight as the what are they calling themselves? The Poop Wiener Boob Crew?
Yeah, the Poop Butt crew.
Yeah,
The PBC.
PBC. Can we be like? I don't know.
Oh my god, we could do something with our names. Like DP. Oh no, I don't think we should do that.
That's
I don't think we
fantastic.
should do that, honey.
We could
You
be.
think though? Okay, yes.
We could.
Absolutely. DP.
We could be like.
Dr. Pepper.
We could be like the DP team.
Yes, absolutely. I don't think there's any connotations that would be problematic there at all. Are you down with that, Peggy?
I would.
My
love,
DP sister?
I would love to be part of the DP team with you.
Yes. DP Donnie right here.
Wonderful.
That's what Yin's gonna be calling me from now on.
The DP Peggy. I love it. DP Peggin. All right. Over to the poop butt. Put the poop butt crew.
What day is it?
All you have to train them on is small guns now.
Oh no! This is where she's gonna stumble.
It's
First off, what day is it?
It's day 8.
That was this
Day 8.
that was this session's I am not a chair.
Okay.
Oh my god,
It's not
DP.
gonna go well. This is why she uses a stop sign. She's not good at weapon guns.
I mean, you have 3 weeks to teach them how to shoot a gun.
She's learning with them.
All right. Okay.
For real.
Going to day 9. As a DM, I hope nothing more than for you to fail for a whole week. Only because it's funny. Okay. So let me switch that. Now it's only
Oh my god, Jackie.
now only a difficulty of 2. All right. Day 10.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Look at that.
Oh wow.
You are on fire, Ash.
So because you rolled so well, it wasn't part of the game plan, but you're so far ahead of schedule that I'm going to say that you taught them all of the martial skills that you know too, and they have a general knowledge of big guns as well.
I don't think she's ever used big guns.
Oh, and also energy weapons as well. So they have a rudimentary knowledge of energy weapons, big guns, and they know hand-to-hand combat as well. And that was only day 10.
Way to go, Ash.
So
When they finish, I'm going to enlist their help. I'm gonna roll persuasion to try to get them to help me.
so now here's the options for you, because
I'm gonna moon them.
defense is complete. All right. Why don't we close out the defense storyline for the training of the boys and everything like that. Is there anything that you want to say to them or anything that you want to walk through?
Oh, General.
Huh? What?
You're the General. Your final words of inspiration.
She's pouring them another shot because it's a celebration moment. Guys, you are amazing. Fuck whatever that sea bass, fancy, floofy fuck, whatever the fuck he is. He's not a raider, that's for damn sure.
Can we call him Seabass from now on?
Yes.
I'm gonna call him Seabass when I see him.
He doesn't value you. You have value here. Look what you've learned.
Yeah, I know. Check this out. And Greg karate chops Craig into the neck. And Craig goes,
Don't kill him.
hey, check
She
this out.
She rubs his back.
Check this out. And he nut taps Greg, who goes down to the ground. And he's like, thanks for teaching us that, Ash. That was really cool of you.
Oh, but of course. You know, my martial arts instructor kicked me out and put me in the holding cells in the vault many times for that. But he never saw it coming every single time. He left himself open.
I'm
You're
gonna
supposed to do
I'm gonna open up all my attacks with a nut punch.
that. You know, it would
Oh my God.
surprise them and disarm them.
That's so awesome. This is so awesome. This was the best 10 days of my life. I'm just I don't usually get emotional. but and he goes and grabs his knife and he carves another boob and writes Ash above it, and then he carves a wiener and he puts his name above it, and then he draws a big pile of turd and he writes Greg's name above it, and he goes poop butt crew all the
Poop butt.
time.
Guys, I need you to say something with me. Laissez
Laissez
le bon
le bon
ton rouler.
ton voulez.
There you go. She takes a shot.
Is that poop butt in Creole?
No, it means let the good times roll.
This is
It's
so
just something we say.
awesome. All right, so we move on from the defense storyline, sort of. So there is an
The Egg
extra.
Brothers are amazing.
So there is an extra task that you can work on, where you can get armaments for the
yeah.
settlement, but also just a reminder,
Radio tower?
we're day 10 in, and we have to build a distillery and make moonshine.
Yeah.
Yep, so we're probably gonna end up having to help them with that. Like, guys, we should probably build this thing for the moonshine.
And Greg gets a smile on his face, is like, oh, we did that so easily. I mean, let's get cracking. I mean, I'm excited, and then we can maybe have some.
Of course. Maybe we build two. Twice the output.
All right, so we're gonna hop on over, and it's time to make some hooch. So we're on day
Alright.
11 now. So you,
Oh my god.
I need you to make a difficulty 10 intelligence check.
Moonshine on me.
It's so basically at any point y'all can help on this and you guys can work on it together. So the checks are higher, and actually I'm gonna so
What am I rolling?
intelligence with a difficulty of 15.
Oh my god. You're
It's gonna
rolling
be
your
great.
moonshine skill.
Can
Here we
anyone?
go.
Is anyone available to help her?
No. Like you will you'll go to it individually.
We can all go and roll.
Okay, so you knock off 2. So you're down to 13. We're going on to day 12.
Oops. We're working on the moonshine.
Working on the moonshine.
I gotta write that in my notes real quick. Oh wait, am I putting extra die on this?
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you guys aren't even halfway through the month yet, and you're already done, and pretty much everyone else.
Everyone else is still working, and she's like, "I'm gonna make alcohol."
Yeah, roll with your guys. They're all there. Everybody wants a drink.
Okay.
Oof, that was not a good day.
Day 13 now.
All right.
Okay. Down to 12. And day 14. Okay. So you finish up your week. Second week for Ash, you have finished the setting up the guardsmen, and you are the first to start working on making the moonshine. Do you want to go over how you're doing that with the boys?
You know, I don't know how to make moonshine, so I'm not sure I can explain it.
You don't have to go in.
I'm sure she knows. I'm sure Ash knows how.
You could just
She
like
knows how, yeah.
speak in very vague general. Like how do you interact with them?
She just talks about all the things they could do with it, other than, giving it to sea bass and lacing it with poison to kill off the Pinky crew.
You know, I've been thinking about doing that for a long while, and you know how, and he points over to Craig. Oh wait, no, it's Greg's face is messed up, right? So Greg's like, when I was actually in that explosion, I was trying to work on lacing it. Not to do anything to them necessarily. I was just gonna test it out on some of the like low tier people. I'll be honest with you, oat milk was one of them. But I accidentally mixed the ingredients wrong and blew myself up. That's where I got all these scars
my
from.
God.
Well, all right then. Good to know that you were already thinking what we're planning on doing.
Yeah, I thought it'd be
Makes us on the
funny.
Same page.
Yeah.
Although I think we should probably let Donnie or Peter do the mixing of the poison.
Yeah. I don't really want to blow up again.
Yeah, I don't want to see you blow up either.
All right. So we are gonna shift over to a big Abita. So she is now ready to reap her field. She's come a long way. And farming. So all she needs is a difficulty 7 intelligence check. So let me see where she's intelligent. Oh, she is not very intelligent. All right, we're gonna be rolling repair. And this is day 8. Okay. Okay. We see you. 4th task. All right. And we'll do the next day. This is day 9. Okay. She's chugging.
Okay.
Okay. She's chugging. She's getting there. Next day.
Okay.
This is day 10. Okay. Do day 11. Very consistent. Day 12. Right. Day 13. And
She was
I'm gonna
getting
use
tired.
I'm gonna use some AP if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
Please.
For it.
I'm gonna use 3 AP to get 2 extra dice. Wow. All right. There's still plenty of time. But Bertha finishes up her week of reaping the field, and it's funny, she got crops to grow in a week and still hasn't
Just
harvested
miraculous.
in a week. And she looks at Jerry and she goes, "You know, the blood makes it grow really fast, but the blood also makes it real hard to pull out of the ground. Like it roots really strong. I think it's part, Jerry, part of it was your blood for sure. But super mutant blood's so strong, so very, very strong. So I guess we'll hopefully finish this up tomorrow. God, I'm so tired." And she goes and walks back into the camp and plops down, a little dejected that she didn't finish up. And we will shift on over to the house crew. Astra. All you have is a difficulty 2 charisma check to finish up your
Yep.
task.
Okay. I'm ready to see these houses become a home and finish decorating them. Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
So that is
Very
tagged.
hopeful.
So that is tagged. So you did complete the task. All right. But I'm going to need you to spend at least another 2 days to rectify those critical failures, because as you are furnishing the houses,
I
you
dropped one of the beds.
you accidentally made Craig's bed way too small, and his legs are like dangling over, and you made Greg's bed way too big, and he tells you that he doesn't like having that much space, and it freaks him out. So if you could spend I just need 2 more days from you of not having any critical failures with the same roll.
He needs it just right.
Oh yeah, they're Goldilocks in it. All right, perfect. And 1 more day. Perfect. And I'll say that you replenished the AP too, because you had a lot of good rolls in there. So housing is done. You rectified the problems that have popped up. We're going to day 11. The house building path, you can now, if you would like, spend you could spend time on personalizing each home. All right, so it's gonna take there's what do we say,
Absolutely.
17 houses?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
Black and
optional.
gold for Dottie.
This is optional for you, but you have a difficulty of 17 that you could whittle down for the remaining days, and also the moonshine still needs to be done.
Moonshine.
Personalizing
Okay.
the houses will unlock story paths down the line for the settlers.
Okay.
and
So
raise
I can
morale.
essentially, for each day, I can choose one task, right?
So if you roll on the housing, yes. So if you roll on the housing, you'll
Yeah.
just work on that. And if you get a bunch of successes, you do a bunch of houses.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna stick to personalizing the houses for now. I think Ash is over there cooking up some good stuff, so
So 8, you
I'm
finish.
gonna help.
All
Some
right.
of our houses become homes.
All right. So this is day 11.
Hmm.
All right.
And what kind of check?
It's charisma still.
Okay.
This is you showing that you know the settlers and you're trying to help them out. All right.
Okay.
So that's down to 13.
Okay. Because
Uh,
that's my tag skill.
Day 12.
So day 12, I think I'm still gonna stick with the houses
Okay.
for now.
Mm, 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 mm. Okay.
Sounds familiar.
Down to
Four
7.
more. 7. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty
Day
good.
Day 13.
I think I think I should check on Ash and see how that recipe's going for the moonshine today.
All right. So you're shifting on over. So give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
I like the moonshine music.
Am I still rolling an advantage or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like is Cake
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
with me?
People are always helping.
Okay.
Wow. So
I
you
know how to make moonshine.
So you come in, and you instantly help them out. It's down to a D difficulty of 7, and this is your final day of the week.
Okay. Well, it's the last day of the week. I've helped a little bit with some houses, helped a little bit with some moonshine. I think I'm gonna keep making some moonshine today.
I do like the moonshine music too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right, and whiffed. So you
Yep.
finish out your week.
I drank it instead of making it.
So you finish out your week, and not only have you finished the houses, you did that the first week, but now you went through and you started personalizing everyone's houses. All right. You started really paying attention to who's going where and dressing them up to give them a lot of flair. And as you're sitting at the camp, there's excited talk about those that had their houses personalized and those that are expecting to get theirs personalized. Is there anything that you want to say to the group?
Well, guys, I hope that all of the work that we've all put in together on our houses has helped it feel a little bit more like home. Sorry I couldn't quite get everyone's done yet, but we'll keep working away, and, the more I get to know y'all, the more time we spend around the fire together, the more I'll be able to, put those special touches on these places y'all are gonna call home for, hopefully the rest of the time. But, in the meantime, maybe we should enjoy a nice little drink around the fire for all the adults. What do you say? A toast to a new family and new homes?
Don't drink any of that fucking moonshine, though. We need to get that going.
Yeah. We owe all of that to those raiders.
and everyone raises their glass of various liquors that you have stored. And do you want to give to anything?
I want to give it. Sorry, it
Like
cut out.
a toast. Do you want to give a toast to anything?
Oh, yes. Astra raises her glass and says, "To homes, houses, butts, and steel."
Homes,
This is
houses,
the
butts,
home.
and steel. And
Let's go.
Lawrence is giggling at butts and. All right. So really good progress at the home front. We're gonna go over to the medical field with Toots, who was lagging behind a little bit. So let's see if she can catch up. She had just finished building and it's time to furnish the hospital. And unfortunately, this is not up Toots' alley either. So we're gonna have to kind of work together. We'll have to navigate this as a group because Tootie might be lagging behind. But this is day 8. Maybe she'll get lucky. That's a good start for Tootie. She's not good at medicine. Third task, D5 now. All right, and medicine again. Day 9. Okay. Medicine, day 10.
What is she good at?
Melee. She was supposed
Okay.
to be good at chopping down the trees, and she sucked at it. All right, so day 12. All right. I think I'm going to do day 13, and then day 14 I'll spend AP. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta help this girl out.
D2. I'll spend 3 once again because you guys have replenished super fast. So we're going to roll. There we go. Here we go. Beautiful. So she puts 2 back in. All right. So Tootie finishes out her week. A little stressed. She's lost her buzzsaw. She's lost her Stimpack gun. She looks and she goes, "All right, Peter, we're all set and ready to go. It's time to start healing people." And she like tries to rev up her buzzsaw. It doesn't go. And it's been 2 whole weeks, and Tootie finally got the clinic up and furnished, and she is as stressed out as a robot can be. Now we're gonna jump over to a one and only Donnie, who's also lagging behind a little bit.
Yeah, we do not have the goods.
The good news is you're on to the 3rd task, which is good. It's a difficulty of 7. It is a survival check. I don't know how good your survival is.
Oh, horrible.
Good.
My worst skill. No, I put a point into it last time because it was my worst skill and you kept asking me for it.
Okay, see? That one point helped.
All right, now I'm down to 6.
Day 9. Come on, Donnie, you got this. Okay.
I'm gonna have to roll this a whole week.
Day 10.
Yeah. We're just gonna do 1 a day. Except for this day.
Day 11.
God, Donnie.
Donnie.
I love you, Donnie.
Okay.
Okay.
That point you put in was good. Day 12.
Yeah, no, I knew because everything was survival, and I'm like, oh my god, it's my worst skill.
Hey, you did it again.
All right,
day
it's 4.
13. Come on, Donnie.
Come on, Donnie.
Hey.
5.
All right, day 14, the end of your 2nd week, Donnie.
It's been consistent.
Can I get 2?
Oh.
I don't even get 1.
Do you want to leave it at that?
But can I try again? Do I need to use an AP?
You'd have to use a luck if you want to.
Okay, I'll try again. I'm not very lucky. All right.
Donnie, there you go. It's down to 1. It's down to 1, Donnie. You're almost done. What do you say to your Donnie Peg teammate?
DP.
Peg. DP Peggy.
Yeah.
DP begging.
DP Donnie.
All right, this is rough. We're down to the end. We need one more success, and then this place is going to be ready to go.
You know, I like. And when you have a store, it's easy to keep up on the stock. When you have to stock a brand new store,
Impossible.
it's so freaking. It's not impossible, not for the DP team, but it is.
No, you're right.
It's been a week.
It has.
Honestly, I've been going out.
Everything. Mm-hmm.
I've been going out and walking the road and just picking up like trash I found on the side of the road.
Hey man, you never know what people are going to want to buy. You
You
find
never-
any steel out there?
No, I would. You would
Okay.
listen. DP, one DP to another DP.
Yeah,
That would've
you're
been the
right.
first thing I
know
would've
you would
told
let
you.
me know. I know.
I find steel.
I know.
That's
you wouldn't
yours.
keep that.
That's
Mhm.
yours.
You-
Oh.
That's right, Peggy. That's right, DP Peg.
What do you say we go out and have a drink with them? Seems like everyone else is doing a great
absolutely.
job.
I was really hoping we could wrap this up so I could help with that moonshine.
Okay.
But next week we're getting over there, Peg. Me and you next week.
All
Let's go
right.
hit the bar.
So we wrap up week 2 with
DP
the
Peg.
good news is defense is done. Farming is almost done. Housing is done and getting a special little flair. Commerce lagging behind a little bit. Almost to the 4th task, and medical as well is just starting the 4th task. And with 2 weeks left, you guys are still on the 1st task of the moonshine. All right. Going to day 15, taking it from the top. Let's go over to the Poop Butt crew and see what they're up to.
Well, I suppose we can either. Well, those two need to get on their rounds, patrol, whatever. She could either work on the moonshine or try and help Donnie and Peg a little bit.
So,
Please.
we're having it where everyone's doing their own tasks.
Okay,
Okay.
so she can't help them.
So you could do the optional task for the defense, or you can work on the moonshine.
What's the optional task?
So with the optional task, you can try going and raid a police station. The town that you're going to be going to, the people have been run out of town by wild animals. And you'll have to,
That sounds like meat, fur, and radio supplies and everything else.
so you can, I'll give you a little hint. You'll be making sneak checks, and you could try this as much as you want, but you do risk injury if you do this task.
She's not sneaky. She's gonna wait for the others for that.
This is only you. So
Only her.
the moonshine is a group thing. This is just everyone else is preoccupied with their jobs.
All right. Yeah. Let's do this. This is important.
Okay.
Oh man.
She takes
she's
the
gonna
Egg
come
Brothers?
back missing an ear.
Yeah, she's
No,
no. They're traveling with you.
Okay.
It's not an all day task. You're just going out and All right. So
Poking around.
day 15. Give me a sneak check difficulty of 4.
this is as everyone has learned. This is not.
Sneaky. It's like being survival. It's fine.
You do have 5 AP. Okay. So you didn't clear it. Let's roll the combat dice.
Mm-mm.
And you sustained an injury. So now you have to balance healing up your injury and doing this and helping with the moonshine. Would you like to roll again?
With AP?
Sure. How many do you want to use?
1.
Okay.
If they don't make this, she's gonna say, "Fuck it, let's just do moonshine."
Okay. So you got a crit on that.
Oh, wow.
So we'll say that you passed
You're
it.
so sneaky.
So the good news is you have enough that you armed up the guard. So Craig and Greg now have 10 millimeter pistols and ammo. They've upgraded from their pipe pistols. And they also get a bump by 1 to their damage resistance. You can try,
SWAT gear.
yeah, so you can try looting again, or you can call it a day.
Calling it a day.
Okay. So you go home, you do sustain an injury. A wild Brahmin actually ran by and kicked you in your leg and dislocated your knee. So you'll have to spend
No relation to Jerome.
you'll have to spend a day. Well, it might take multiple days, but you're gonna have to roll to see if your injury heals, or it'll heal by itself if you rest for 4 days.
Some Oregon Trail
Well, she's a
shit.
raider. Don't they heal faster?
Is that a perk that you
Ghoul.
have?
Let me see. Or, yeah,
She's
she's
a
a ghoul.
ghoul.
Let me
Ghoul.
see. Thought that was.
Part of being a ghoul.
Dice when checking if you. And if you rest in a. No, it's only if you rest in a radiated place.
All right.
Go jump in the water.
So day
She can take radiation bath.
so day 16. What would you like to do?
Work on moonshine.
All right.
Moonshine.
Working on moonshine. Let's switch on over. You have a difficulty of 7 left. Intelligence check.
All right.
Yep,
here we
this
go.
is my music.
I
Okay.
accidentally hit a combat dice.
So you right now you're building the still. If so, you could either turn down your success and you won't basically with that critical failure, you're gonna have to roll a purity test when you finally do make the moonshine. You might make a bad batch because of that critical fail, unless you want to just forego the success.
Or use a luck.
You could use a luck,
Let's use luck.
so roll 3 more.
Hold on. All right. Oh my god.
All right.
That was
So,
sweet.
do you want to use another luck,
You drown
or
yourself in the moonshine.
or do you want to forego that success, or do you want to have the purity roll?
We'll have to do a purity roll. Because
What's a purity roll?
If the
make sure it
moon,
doesn't make you go blind.
if the moonshine is bad, it can mess up the batch going out to
Yeah.
Sebastian, and if it's a bad batch, he can possibly figure out that things have been tampered with.
Perfect.
So you're gonna go with a purity roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Going to day 17? 17, yep.
Looks like Ash is not going to pass a purity check.
See, what is it the same thing?
Yeah, your science roll with board, so add 2 dice.
God, I have so much science.
Okay.
Nice. You're so pure, like the driven snow.
All right. Doing it again.
Sure.
Day 18. Difficulty of 4. Almost there. Day 19. And just like that, you finish up the first task of the moonshine.
Well done.
I will say, because you got that crit, the purity test was going to be a 19 or 20 was going to fail it. Now it's just going to be a critical fail. If you hit a 20, it's going to be an impure batch. All right.
Oh no.
All right.
All right. So now, day 20, you have to start finding the poison that's going to go into the moonshine. If you want to go on that task, because the difficulty of 15 again.
All right. Let's go look for poison.
Give me a survival check.
This would be a good thing to teach the guys too.
Okay. So
She was looking for poison. She wasn't even by the moonshine.
no, I know. So unfortunately, if you go with what you find now, you might not. You couldn't tell exactly which red caps were the bad ones that you were looking at. So you can spend some more time and make sure that you have the right one, or you can grab these and they might not be poisonous.
Nah, we put them back and we will look for the better ones.
Okay, last roll for the week. There you go. And this is tagged.
Nice.
So now we're down to a difficulty of 11. So as the week rolls around, you go out to a small town, and while you got kneecapped by a Brahmin and have an injury that hasn't healed yet, you did outfit the boys with a 10 millimeter pistols and some armor. So they're more geared up for a possible fight. Now we're going to switch over to our big green friend, Boitha.
Well done.
And she has to finish up the farming, which she's almost there. It's just an easy difficulty to intelligence check.
Oh, Bertha, you got this.
We can get there. And she'll do a repair. So this is day 15. Okay.
This is the Finer Things Club?
Yeah, it sure is. Day 16. Okay. Bertha is done farming. She
She's so
has
smart.
made a new hybrid of Tato grains. The razor grain looks beautiful, will be great for moonshine, and you have Tato's for feeding people as well. So Bertha sees how far behind the moonshining process is going, and knows a thing or two about poison, because she knows what's good plants and bad plants. So she's going to assist on the survival checks. And this is day 17. And all right. So she knocks it down to a difficulty of 7. And she'll make another check for you. This is day 18. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Killing it.
So now it's down to a difficulty of 3. Day 19.
Bertha is so good at poison.
Whoa.
And
Wow.
They're not
Bertha
going to detect this at all.
She was poisoned.
Bertha absolutely knocks out and tackles the poisons. With Ash's help, they're out in the fields looking for what could be something that can blend with moonshine well, something that's not detectable but also fast acting. Well, is that what are you guys going for fast acting, or are you going for what's the game plan with the poison?
I mean, if in the first batch, if they taste something that does something bad immediately, that's not gonna go over well.
No, we're gonna want slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're gonna drink a lot of it no matter
them to
what.
drink a lot of it, and the more they drink, the worse it gets. And by then they're just gonna think it's the alcohol making them feel sick, because that's what alcohol does.
All right. So you find
We want them to be dead by morning, but not know it.
right. Okay. Well, that works out perfectly then. And the next part's going to be really difficult. Because I don't think any of you are proficient in it. Actually,
That's a bad idea because they're gonna try to get us to drink it with them.
actually, Bertha's pretty good in this skill. So I will say this
An antidote for ourselves. We drink it ahead of time.
Okay.
This next task,
We bring our own bottles.
I will straight up tell you right now, you don't want to get a 20
What is
Okay.
the next task?
making the moonshine.
The
We don't want it to
fermentation
blow up.
process.
What's the skill?
Explosives.
Okay.
Where's
Birth
the eggs?
the eggs.
I'm
Oh,
choking the.
yeah, I got you.
eggs.
They're probably gonna. Right now, they were still looking for mushrooms. Basically, Bertha finished telling them like, "Hey, this is what to look for." So she identified all the plants they need, and Ashen, Craig, and Greg were just finding them. But Bertha hops on and starts making the moonshine.
Oh God.
Wow.
Okay.
What's the DC?
Bertha or saving grace.
Difficulty of 15, so she knocked off 3
Okay.
so far. And is this I believe this
That's
is the
stage
final
4.
day for her?
Yeah.
Okay, final day for Bertha. This is the end of week 3 for her.
Go
Knocked
Wow.
off another 3. Bertha had an insane
The
week.
goat.
But it makes sense if you think about it. What she had to finish up was plants and making moonshine. And while she doesn't know how to make moonshine necessarily, she's working with Jerry. And Jerry's
Yeah.
outfit
Nice.
has been making moonshine. So
Yeah, she should be rolling with double advantage.
she
Right.
is sits back and looks, and she's like, Jerry, I never made this stuff before, but it seems really easy to make. Honestly, I've made really nice teas before, and I made like really nice juices before. I mean, moonshine is just essentially making teas and juice. But if you mess up, it blows up, I think, right? And Jerry's like, yeah, I mean, we never had that problem before, but the old Scarface over there was mentioning Greg is like, that's what happens if you don't pay attention when you're making this. So just, you did a good job so far. We're about halfway there, living on a prayer. And we're going to cut over to one Astra. So Astra,
Okay.
where would you like to go? You have a difficulty of 7 left on the optional houses if you want to do it, and the moonshine still needs to be made.
Well, we've spent a lot of nights around the fire, and I think I want to go revisit some of those houses and add some more personal touches.
Beautiful. Let me shift on over for you. All right, so I need a charisma check from you.
Charisma.
Difficulty of 7.
Okay.
Day 15.
Hey, it's day 15, and we are. Ooh.
Okay. So
Someone's house blows up.
Oh no.
Greg's house absolutely is level. No. You are working on the houses, and you messed up Greg and Craig. You have them flipped.
yeah.
Craig doesn't
And
want
mix
what
them
Craig
up again.
has, and Craig doesn't want what Greg has. So you can keep working,
Makes sense.
but if you want to, you could rectify that.
Would that take a day or would
Yeah,
that...
it'll take a day.
Okay.
Day 16. Or if you get a critical success, we'll wipe it.
Okay, I think I'm gonna keep working on houses, but I'm not gonna fix that right now.
Okay.
She's just gonna tell him to switch houses.
I'm sorry, guys. I got you confused.
I'm sorry, guys. You know I'm bad with math.
All right, so it's down to difficulty of 4 now. Going to day
Okay.
17.
Okay. Today, I think I'm gonna spend one more day on the houses,
Okay.
and then spend the weekend on the moonshine. You know, do work in the week, fun on the weekends.
Do
All
you
right.
have high explosives?
So you're on
Ugh.
difficulty of 2 left. That was what, the 4th day? So we're going to day 20?
Yeah.
All right. And you want to
Yeah.
go over to Moonshine, you said?
Yeah,
All
should
right.
at least check in over there.
All right.
Do you have high explosives?
No.
It's okay if you
Because
don't
maybe-
pass, but if you get a 20, bad things happen.
Okay. Well, wait. Now I'm questioning things because I don't want to mess anything up, but I,
I
also
mean,
don't want to
moonshine-
spend so much time on houses that the moonshine never gets done, and then we
Moonshine
never...
got to get done.
Yeah. But I do have no explosives, so maybe I should use some AP.
Okay. You have 4 AP left.
Okay, I'm gonna use 1 and an
Okay.
extra dice. And then I still have Bertha here, or Cake, right?
Yeah, you're always having advantage.
Okay.
I will tell you
Well,
right now.
That's what I thought.
I will tell
Yeah,
you
I-
right now that you are going to want to use a luck point. I'm not trying to railroad you, but
Oh no, I'm gonna use a luck point.
I
but
figured you were
I
going
wish-
to.
Could I use a luck point to not do this at all?
Sure. You walk in to the Moonshine and you see Bertha working away with Jerry, and it seems like they have a good handle on stuff. Describe to me how you're about to go help them and what intrusive thought tells you to walk away.
Walks up to Jerry and Bertha and sees them working away and making so much moonshine that it starts to cloud her vision, because all she could think about is all the fun times she could have if she could just finish one of those bottles. And her mind starts to wander, and she starts to reach for one of the bottles before Bertha catches her and awakes her from her alcoholic, almost bad decisions. And she says, maybe making this isn't good for me. And spins around on a dime and walks out of the door before she ends up drinking the entire pool full of moonshine.
It was nice to see you, Asher, darling. Thanks for all the stuff that you did with my house.
You're welcome, Bertha. Let me know if any of the colors need to be changed or the curtains.
It's perfect, darling. Thank you so much. All right, and I'm assuming you're going back to house building?
Yep, that's all I'm good at. Okay. Oh, I'm
Okay.
kind of good at that.
So you finished the house building. You have 1 day
Greg and
left.
Greg are really pissed at me now.
So you have 1 day left, and you have 2 complications. This time, you somehow, the last house that you were supposed to do was Ash's, but you accidentally made another Craig spot. So Craig goes into Ash's room and insists that that's his place, and Greg is still stuck in the Craig room as Ash goes into the Craig room, and the Craigs are getting upset, and Ash is getting a little concerned. So you got a couple unhappy campers. Do you want to spend your last day trying to rectify this?
Yeah, I probably should.
So you need
Never mind all the clothes all over the place. That is clearly mine.
I'm pretty
I
sure
try 'em on.
I'm pretty sure that
Do you
this
want
is
to wear this? And she holds up a thong.
what makes
I mean, he
you
does.
what
You know
makes
he
you
does.
think that I'm not wearing one right now? And he shows him and
His
Greg
whale
have been
tail.
doing poke tattoos, and they both have PB Crew tattooed on their butts, and you can see his nice little whale tail that he has going on.
That's hot.
I've seen more butts at
You
this
show him the
house than
Nuka-Cola?
I've seen in the entire wasteland.
she's got a short Nuka-Cola tattoo on her butt.
Hey Greg, we got to get Nuka-Cola tattoos. And Greg's like, I'm gonna get some sunset sarsaparilla. That's my favorite drink, and you know that. All right, so fine. I'm gonna
Long
get
game,
some.
huh?
I'm gonna get some Vim tattoos then. This is so cool.
You guys get around.
All right. So if you'd like to make your last roll, Astra, if you get a critical success, it will wipe out both failures. If not, you just need to get a pass without any failures to wipe one of them.
This is a charisma check, right?
Yeah.
It's a speech check.
Hmm.
It's a speech check, right?
It's whatever your it's just
Any
charisma. You just take.
skill.
Okay. And what is the difficulty again?
You just have to pass. Basically, you need 2 days to wipe out what you messed up. So as long as you don't roll a crit 20 and you get a success, you wipe out one of the days.
I guess I'm questioning whether I can use my special ability or not.
What's your special ability?
My bobblehead.
I mean, if you want
Wasn't that
to,
one used?
it's
Oh, I
not.
thought it was one.
Well, no, you guys. I think it resets on rest, and you guys have rested. You're allowed to do whatever you want. This isn't an overly pressing matter and it's something that you would be able to rectify really easily. But it's your call on what you want to do with it.
Okay. I think I'll go without it, but okay, and I can't use AP because we don't have any more.
All you're trying to do is avoid a 20, and nothing bad happens if you don't.
So far.
Yeah, I know. You've rolled a lot, so they're all out of the way. You're fine.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go for it then.
See, perfect.
Oh, what?
And you know what?
Why that now?
You know what? I won't even make you do another day with 4 passes underneath, and it's your tag skill. You realize the mistake. That wasn't Craig's thong. He's wearing his thong. He only wears one pair of underwear. That was Ash's place. And you explain to him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry." And Greg and Craig look at each other, and they realize they have the same exact taste. And so you didn't confuse them. They just confused themselves. And really, Greg's spot was Craig's spot, and Greg's spot was Greg's spot.
That's
And Craig and Greg didn't
amazing.
really matter where they were. So, Ash, how was your week 3?
Astra.
Oh, Astra, yeah, sorry.
It's okay. They get us confused all the time. You just gotta remember that she's the one who has the stitches in her ear, and I'm the one who did the biting. But my week was wild. Let's just say it was a great, fun, but a lot of roller coastering, and I got a lot of people confused, and I got numbers confused because I'm bad at math. But look at all these homes we've got. Now everybody has a home, and I'm bad at math, so maybe 90% I've been able to get some personal touches in.
All of them.
But
You got
you know
everyone.
what? I got 100%.
Yeah, you're
I've
all.
never gotten 100% on anything. Wow. I'm feeling like I'm on the top of the world. Astra's might have snuck a little bit of some alcohol at some point, so she can tell she's a little bit uppity and a little bit excited about everything. And she's just going around to all of the settlers and checking in with them and making sure their houses are exactly what they could have dreamed they could be.
Yeah, and everyone's super excited to see their own personal flair, and it really feels like home real quick. You took something that was foreign to them and really gave them a home fast. So now we are gonna go over to Tootie, who's on her final task, which is finding staff. This should be fairly easy because Peter's already in
Because
the
she's gonna use melee.
because she's gonna use melee. Because it would make sense that Peter mans the place, but she just wants to go over the details with him, and he,
He's an assistant and Lucy's perfect.
yeah, there's just some debriefing. So this is a tag skill for her, and let me just make sure what her other tags are, just in case there's a better option. Nope, this one's good. And also, she didn't change her stats at all, so I'm going to give it another 1 into barter. All right. Beautiful. So she has a clear of 10. So she got 4 successes on day 15.
I think
E3.
it's funny. She's debriefing him when he was already a doctor.
Listen, Tootie knows she's doing head bones connected to the shoulder bone, and the neck bone's connected to the tibia,
With no
and the
working
tibia
limbs.
is connected to the phalanges. These bones, these bones, these bones. And just like that, it took 2 days. Mainly because Peter had already resigned himself to be the physician and didn't need Tootie to tell him that he needs to do it. It's complete. I just realized we were on Bertha. It's fine. Whatever. Ta-da, they did it.
Oops.
You might want to take the barter point away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rick would be so happy if I did that. Oh, I didn't actually add it. Okay. Let me
Okay.
Does Tootie have...
Kitty. Don't huff at me.
Well, no, it's fine. We'll just say it's all good.
I think it's perfect.
It's perfect. So now Tootie can go help with the moonshine, but she's not very adept at it. Would you guys like
Let's not
her?
have the robot blow shit up.
Okay. So
Now she's a settler.
Could she help Bonnie and Peg?
no. So Tootie can either, do you want Tootie to try making chems, or do you want Tootie to try lock picking? It's not
Making chems.
okay.
Yeah, chems.
Okay.
We need chems for the healthcare center.
So Tootie's
Lock
gonna
picking what?
an ambulance. So it's both. So
An ambulance.
either she's gonna make chems or she's gonna find chems.
Yeah. Let's have her try to make them first.
All right. I will say
Which
she's
is better for her.
Honestly, she should probably lockpick, but the lockpick is super hard to do.
Okay.
Because she already has
two
2
broken arms
injuries.
already.
Yeah. If she messes up the chems.
Oh.
So
We just don't have those chems.
on day 17, why don't we just send Tootie out to just humor a lockpick? It's a difficulty of 5.
Yeah.
Which is insanely tough. And so she's gonna have to roll AP with it. I'm gonna give her, it's not even worth it.
I think Tootie, after doing what she's done, realizes that she is now just a settler.
Why don't I think
fucks off to her little house.
why don't we, if you guys are okay with this, because she's not adept at these other things, why doesn't she spend day 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 to heal up? She'll make rolls on healing up her
Nice.
injuries.
Yeah, that's better.
That's
She needs
smart.
time to
Okay.
heal.
So for
As
days,
if she could just heal herself and doesn't need repaired.
we'll say that Peter will work on her as they have some downtime. So day 16, she needs to hit 1 or
Generates.
2 to heal. Oh, I gave an extra, and she does. On the first day,
Miraculous.
she healed one of her injuries. And on day 2,
I know what happens on the third day.
okay. Day 3, it's now up to 1 through 4.
She is.
There you go. So she takes some time. She's all healed up. That was how many days? We did 3 days of that. So she has 2 days left. She can try making some chems. It's a difficulty of 3. And she has to make a science check, which she has 5. Oh, never mind. She has 8. Never mind. Let's try.
Yeah, do it.
All right. So she's gonna try
Do it,
making some
love.
chems. And should I use her luck again? She's gonna go into the trash heap anyway. She's just gonna become a settler.
Yes.
Let's she has 1 more luck after this. She's gonna re-roll 3 dice. Oh my god. Let's use the last one. We don't want her injured again. So actually she's just gonna roll 2 dice.
2D.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So she didn't pass, but she didn't injure herself. And she'll
Good.
try making the roll one more time on the last day. Okay. She doesn't have luck points though. All right.
No, because she.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, she tried. So the good news is the clinic's done. She didn't die. She's healed up. She's not lucky anymore. We're gonna switch over to Donnie.
Naughty.
Who is? Listen, he's trying.
As they can.
Donnie, buddy.
At the Dreno stove.
We need a survival check. Difficulty of 1.
No, we don't. It's not survival, though, is it? Is it really?
It do be.
Can't believe I have tranquility.
There you go.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Donnie is finally done with stocking the store.
I high five Peg, and we do like grab arms and do a little dance, like jumping around in a circle.
DP crew, Donnie. I'm so proud of us. All right.
Yeah.
Now it's time to
DP
set up
Stowe.
trade lines. You and Peggy are going to go over to the small towns around and make a difficulty 7 barter check.
Okay.
So we're on day 16.
67 barter. Okay. All right. So small town we go, and barter is not tagged for some reason. That doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever. We do what we do. Okay.
Beautiful. All right.
This is the sturdiest supply line you've ever seen.
Day 17.
So that's 4, right?
Yeah, you're down to no, because it's not tagged. It's
Oh, but I get the AP back. Gotcha. That's fine. It's taking me a while to learn the new mechanics.
okay.
Oops.
So you did have a success, but you tried to set up a trade line with an old face that you remembered. You said you were gonna come back. And Hank looks at you and he goes, I said that it'd be okay if you came back in the future. I didn't think you were gonna be coming back this soon.
Oh, Hank.
What?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. Please
Because-
leave.
I want a romance, Hank.
Hank is now disappointed at you, and it's gonna take even longer to mend that bridge if it's even possible.
I'm so disappointed in myself. Can I try luck?
If you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to luck Hank. into
This is the
loving me.
perfect music for this too.
Yes, no, absolutely. Do, 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 do.
At the genital sore. Oh,
Love me, Hank.
you didn't get a critical success. So, but Hank looks at you and he goes, I don't have to see those stupid raiders.
No, never, baby, never.
All right.
Sir, never, sir.
All right. We could do some trading.
I appreciate that. I extend my hand to him to shake his hand.
All right. And he shakes back. Day 18?
All right. That's fantastic. I can't believe we got Hank on side. That'll be good because we told the Raiders we were working with him. So it'll be important. He likes us. I was thinking about that in the long term. I was like, how is Hank going to come back into the picture? Thank you so much, Ralph.
All right. Beautiful.
Okay. That's it, right?
You are all complete. See, we left the best one for last for you. So now,
Thank you so much. I was really hoping that any of my shopkeep skills that I...
so here's the thing.
Okay, thank you.
We are now completed on all tasks.
Well done, team.
Except for the moonshine. We have
Son
a
of a
week
bitch.
left. You have 2 days left, or 3. You have 3 days left. You do have the option too of training Peg. So you can train her in barter, speech, or survival each day, and it's a difficulty of 5. So you can spend multiple days. You hit it. She will get better at running a store, and you'll get certain boons down the future.
I'm gonna train her in speech
Okay.
because I don't. I have a 5 and no points in explosives,
Okay.
so I don't want to. Is it? Do I add 2 or is it just 2?
You add 2, because you guys, she's sold before, so you're collaborating. That's tagged for you. So on the
Yeah.
first day, speech, she's boom. She's up and running. In fact, you're 2 away from getting another speech on her. So day 20.
Do I do speech again or do I do a different one? Is she good at speech now?
I mean, I will,
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Is she
So
good at speech now?
you have 18 on her. So she's got 3 levels of speech training. And the last day,
She's the most charismatic person in this camp.
I
right now.
will make it. I will adapt as
Can she do more speech training?
I will go as high as you want to.
I should give her barter.
I'll make it worth it.
I know, but I should give her.
So
barter.
I'll give you what. Okay, so barter is obviously the deals that she gets, buying
Yeah.
and trading. It's the quality of what she
Speech.
gets. Speech is how much people are going to come through
Okay.
the store, and word of mouth. Okay, so the
got
good news is that but she's got 4 levels of speech now. All
Oh my
right.
goodness, go Peggy!
So she is got all the lingo down. She has been around you for 3 weeks, and she is getting a little pepper in her stepper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's saying yins, isn't she?
She is saying yins. All right, so we're gonna rapid fire because I want to try getting done around 12. So we're gonna go on to the final week. We have the moonshine left, and then tasks if people want to do it. I'm assuming you guys want to work on trying to finish up moonshining.
Yeah.
Gotta.
Since we're all working on it at the same time, if it's okay with you, I would suggest letting Big Bertha try knocking out the explosives part.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Can you roll extra dice because we're all there?
We'll have her go first. You might not need it, and
Extra
she's
is also
already
extra chances to fail.
she's already. I mean, it's going to be a whole bunch of people trying to finish this up. I think that it won't be needed. You guys did a really good job of this.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I just did. Oh, that was Bertha.
All right, so she just got 4 successes. You're down to a difficulty
yeah.
of
Bertha.
5.
Love it.
All right. Oops. We'll do 2 more. Okay, so that's another day. So that's day 23. All right, so she got
Okay.
3 more successes. G2. Day 24. Are you guys laughing at my cat?
Yeah.
All right.
Bertha's amazing.
So the good news is Bertha's got 2 more days to roll, but I'm going to let y'all take over. I just wanted to steam through that. So now the last thing you have is a medicine difficulty of 5. And I'd like all of you to roll day 22.
that. Does your cat have
Medicine
any
checks?
tattoos?
Are we still running on advantage?
Yeah,
Or-
it's always advantage.
We're rolling medicine?
Yep,
Alright.
medicine. Okay, the good news is you're not going to blow up anything. All right.
Me
Let-
and Ash should just be outside.
Let me do the 2D roll as
No,
How do you
well.
roll that?
Oh, mine's not working. I think I might have gotten logged out. Let me try.
No, yours went.
Oh,
You
did
got
it?
3.
I'm sorry.
Medicine. 2D's got. 2D is really bad at
I
medicine,
rolled
so she
twice.
didn't
I
pass.
apologize.
Okay, so here's the thing. You don't want those critical failures. So, do you guys want to spend any luck points? Do you want to?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm down to 3, and when do
I
they
have
reset?
no luck. I have no luck.
You didn't get a critical failure.
So how many am I re-rolling?
Well, you only hit 1, so I would re-roll 3.
And then, so if I use a luck, I reroll 3.
At least it's not a 20.
For you,
Yeah, that's better.
Astra, you hit 2, so you just re-roll 2.
Okay. Oh god. I almost added 4 dice instead of taking away 2.
Okay.
Oh,
There you
So
go.
let me count this up. So we got 2 successes. We got Bertha's not doing it at the moment. 2 successes. Donnie failed his. 3 successes. Did you? Yeah. So sorry, we have 5 successes. So that was just day 22. All right. Day 23. If everybody
Medicine
wants to
again?
give a medicine check, yeah.
Medicine.
I didn't do mine with advantage.
All right,
Oh, I
let's
did it.
Ash.
Did that.
Is
did.
that a fail again?
Yeah.
Want to spend another luck point?
Use the
She
app.
has 1 left.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm out of luck.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so let's add
Worth
this
it.
up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. We have a difficulty of 1 left.
Okay.
Can Ash skip this one? She's like, I'm not going near it anymore.
Do you want 2D to skip as well?
I'll do it.
Well, it's already
I just
completed.
got it. Yeah.
I just got it too.
Yeah, Ash was at her house painting her door purple.
That
Okay.
sounds fantastic.
So, with that, everybody's rushing to finish. You all have built a watchtower. You've built a wall. You've trained guards. You've armed the guards. You've made a farm. You've grown razor grain and potatoes and tato grains. You have
And
built
record speed.
houses for everyone with personal flair so everyone feels like they're at home. You have a clinic set up with a physician and barely any meds. You set up a store And Donnie, do you want oh never mind. You have a store set up. And not only do you have a store set up, but you have one of the most charismatic store keeps and Peg. That's right. You have two of the most charismatic store keeps in all of the wasteland. And on top of that, you managed to make the moonshine and poison the moonshine with an indetectable poison. But we did have the impurity problem. And now we'll make an impurity test. It took you guys, was it 4 days to finish up that task? I'm going to roll 4 days worth of dice.
Oh.
If any of them are 20.
Oh no.
Well, you know what? I will
The
roll.
moonshine blows up.
I'll roll half of it because it was. I said that it can go higher on the impurity.
We did it.
And just like that, you have made the tastiest white lightning that could be made, and in it,
Wow.
a slow-acting poison that will kill those who drink it. And it's good that you finished when you did and rested as you did, because in the morning, you hear little trumpets blaring. Presenting his gracious leader of the Pinky Raider clan, Sebastian.
The egg's behind you.
So nice to see you again. And we will end tonight's stream with the return of the Pinky Raider gang. Y'all, that
That's
was
beautiful.
a crazy month of playing.
Crazy month.
Thank you all so much for the fun night. I hope that you had a good time.
A
Thank
whole week
you.
of sessions rolled into one night.
No, it was beautiful. And
And
we didn't have to fight, and that's what I look for in a game.
y'all didn't have to fight again. You have managed to
Well-
avoid fighting for 3 weeks in a row.
The combat.
And I'll straight
30
up
days.
I'll straight up tell you this right now because I know that you guys know this. You just avoided another fight with the Pinky Raider gang. I'll go into details next week, but let's just say that
Because
there
we
was
finished everything.
let's
Well, I was
just,
sure they were going to come back and burn down our settlement if we didn't finish.
let's
right?
just say there was probably a crew of about 20 raiders that were going to come and attack you.
Mhm.
And now they show up like, holy shit, they were telling the truth.
Exactly. So we'll
Hey,
stop
man,
it there.
Don't doubt Donnie.
Thank you all so much for the fun night. Thank you for spawning the Poop Butt crew and the DP team.
DPT, Second Chance City.
And thank you for the Greg Craig Ash debacle of 2025.
And
That's
Nova, thank
what
you for the
started it.
houses.
Yes.
So say
The moon
I
Hey.
can't wait to learn about the personal touches. I can't wait for the storyline.
say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
And thank you, viewers. We will catch you next Sunday with some more Diners and or Deathclaws and Diners.